cricket. He's just playing some franchise stuff, so he takes a bit to get in. This is a very, very good catch from Visa. As you said, Rowan, great technique, watched it all the way in. You know he's got big hands, but you still got to hold on to it.
Yeah, and one of the keys when taking a catch is to keep your head still as you run. Don't let that head bobble happen. Well, they're going along nicely though, the strikers. 45 for 2.
It's huge, to say the least. But the man who's got the ball in his hand, it's wild and woolly. No connection from Azim Khan.
Stock is limited and all offers must end on Monday the 28th of November. Delivery.
Oh, he's gone full, and Morgan hasn't timed this well, but he's got away with it. Jason Roy with a little slide to get there. He might have done himself a mischief with his kneecap. Here's an idea.
Big hitter. We saw that in that first game. He got a quick fire 30 of 13. That'll be his role. And hard like that. Morgan has a different role in the side. Someone does.
One doesn't have to, hopefully. The others are doing their job. Morgan's just trying to settle in. He's had that opportunity now. He's 5 from 8 deliveries. Let's see what he's got here. The Sports Buzz 13th dot ball. We're celebrating these dot balls.
Big score. You've got to break that target down into 6s and 4s, boundaries. How many 6s can you hit? How many boundaries can you take that chase out to? How many 6s can I hit in that last 10? Last 10 deliveries. Can I hit 5 6s of the last 10?
Andre Fletcher. Azim Khan who's in now. And then you think at the opposition. Morgan says, I'm going to play one of my favourite cover drives.
BlackFriday.uk today for free next day delivery.
For 2, so they're ahead of the game here. Gladiators struggle, but this is where the Gladiators. Dre Russ didn't get any runs. Maybe you get a few wickets. 5 overs.
Well, I'm excited, Compo. This could be our first chasing victory.
I'm a massive fan of Azam Khan. You may not have heard the name. Strikers in time could get him up there. Get him at number 3. Get him opening the batting, because his strike rate when you get...
Oh, he's gone again. The full toss this time. Helped even further. Swung in the air from Russell as well. He kept his eyes very still and flicked it away.
You thought that New York had them on the ropes, and you thought, here we go. Nicholas Pooran, he's been... And the offside is up.
Single-handedly transformed the one-day scene in the UK, in England and Wales.
Yeah, what I love about him is he often gets down and sweeps fast bowlers. So when you've got
over, so 6 gone now. The strikers 65 for 2. So 65 for 2, 4 over. The strikers are going to try and finish this game off. Helm with the ball. Some exceptional back of the hand slower balls.
Yeah, my former Middlesex club, largely down to the fact that he bowls this back of a hand delivery, which a lot of batsmen can't get hold of. Just to try and use the facilities a little bit, so he'll be disappointed that he didn't get this one to land. He's on the go. There's 3.4 to go. Well, the wicket's got a little bit of grass, but underneath it's quite dry, so...
It'll only be a single. Yeah, he really has come on. Cherry on the cake for him.
Yeah, Morgie.
No problem whatsoever for Owen Morgan.
And he goes again, and that's over the offside. Picks the slower ball brilliantly.
carleasing.co.uk today.
Jim? Jim?
The Worms. Competitive instincts are starting to kick in. Andre effective over the last couple of years. Look how he just delays the shot and stays right on it. But Azam Khan, he goes big and gets away with it. Morgie goes again. Outstanding batting,
isn't it? And Russell, you can't give this guy width. He makes his own
chase.
Geez, you'd hope so from this position, wouldn't you? Shouldn't really over, or very difficult to get away. Cross seam, beautiful.
Pounding in now, bowling at good heat. And he's got him. Well,
yeah, unlucky Dre Russ. We've had 8 and it's 85.
I have to try and reproduce the same with the ball. He's got big shoulders, this man. He can get 12. It's going to have to be a good one. 2 overs to come. Wants to give his give the man an opportunity. And Owen Morgan, he's found some form as the little man.
And look at this. It is right there for Morgan to execute like this. Over a wide.
And they're going, the crowd are loving it.
13 required from 9. Three figures now, but it just underlines where Odin Smith sometimes is. Pace on, and if you don't get your yards.
Yeah, he's got his line wrong. He's got a packed offside. But come back for 2. Have to push hard, but it's a big boundary, so they come back.
Black Friday's here, and it's bigger than ever. Get exclusive.
6 from the last over, and we're approaching former England captain Owen Morgan, who's found some form this evening. He's been excellent. Spent a bit of it, so he's played very well. 37 from 16. Azam Khan 24 from 17. Partnership. The 5 from 5.
For the strikers, that is Morgan and Azim.
Yeah, just haven't been able to make the inroads into the strikers' top order. Pulse.
And this is what you want from one of your.
Yeah, and it's clever stuff.
Change the form guide. Everyone who's been batting first has been able to defend it. Not
the fielders just encroaching, coming in close. Got to do it. They've got a couple. Here we go. Oh, that's good bowling. It's good bowling.
That blue line. Keep saying to Ian Bishop, just to guide Bish. So now this would be interesting.
Preoccupied with trying to hit it over the infield. Everyone's in, so you think, come on. To successfully chase down a total, and they win pretty convincingly in the end by 8 wickets.
Yeah, really good for the strikers that these two in particular had time. Last rights, final delivery. Would have been searching for.
Yeah, I'll be absolutely delighted. I can see the frustration in the latter part. The West Indian affair. He's excellent as well. He had a good start, didn't he? Played very nicely for 28 off 11. And playing so well. Azam Khan was destructive and played a really able hand. Yeah, so there it is. Deccan Gladiators are beaten. They looked unbeatable. There's no doubt about that. 110 for 2, who have won by 8 wickets. Owen Morgan, 42, not out. Back to his enough. The lovely Tanvi as with Polstead.
First team to successfully chase down this target. Was that going through your mind at any point that so far every team that has batted?
We'll get one ticked off and take the win home.
And you know, you got that catch of Suresh Raina, who obviously was getting really comfortable.
Bit of momentum in this, and hopefully we can continue that on into the rest of the tournament.
And obviously it was 6 out of 6, 5.
He really is an exciting and dynamic player, and you see him there at the top of the order. 25 from 11, got off. Yeah, so this is how it looks now. Deccan Gladiators have finally won 1 Bulls. We'll see them a little bit later with the Morrisville Sump Army playing 2. Up is Team Abu Dhabi are playing the Northern Warriors. We're here at the Zayed Stadium, and we've got...
Thanks, Campo. You're my favourite England player. So it's toss for game 2 today. We've got David Dukes, our match referee. Heads was a call, and it is a head.
They say, you know, and after this, you have a little time where you can go back to the hotel, watch a little bit of the World Cup football.
Liddy, you've lost the toss. Would that have made any difference? Were you going to have a bat?
Yeah, we're actually going to have a bowl. Obviously, the Aussies can get a win tonight. But, yeah, look, obviously we played last night, had the tie, so...
Bat.
I think they're going to have a bat, Swanee, but we'll get that one.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I mean the look on his face.
Face it. You really missed out on the best time
of our lives. You may be on, but keep a cool head. Warmest regards, Boxed.
30th.
At SimpliSafe, we design award-winning home security systems. SimpliSafe.
Strikers to use up all their 60 delivery.
Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation for Match 9 of the Sky 247, which is 365 News between the Deccan Gladiators and the New York Strikers. Live today, Council, Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub, and simply would not be possible to have this incredible Abu Dhabi T10. But it's time now to hand out a couple of awards. Grover, the owner of the Deccan Gladiators. And today that award goes to Paul Sterling.
Beautifully all the way.
Well, it wouldn't be cricket's fastest formats without some map.
He's a powerful individual, and he can get it up and over with ease.
Mickey Thakan on behalf of Sat Sport News. And today it goes to Owen Morgan of the New York.
Slower today than the games we've played in so far, so starting I felt pretty difficult. 2 or 3 balls. Again, when the wicket is a little bit more challenging, you have to think a different way. Very little.
Be honest.
Yeah, very little. Actually, none. But I've third.
We'd now like to invite the winning captain, Karen Pollard, just to have a couple of words in debrief. Karen, it was a...
Did well.
When you've got momentum swinging and the sides batting first, what do you say to your team going, you know, guys, it is and helped out? How much as a captain does that encourage you that, you know, any one of your team can step up and take the...
Up, and again, we have a day off tomorrow, and then we see what happens in 48 hours.
What does a day look like off for you guys then? It's like the perfect balance. Well, congratulations. Massive win for you guys today. It was awesome to watch.
Thank you.
68 from 40, and it allowed the New York Strikers to get up in the end.
Spice Man, great to have back in the ranks, and well, Sterling at the stadium absolutely loves it. This was his demise to absolute perfection. Morgie with some of his iconic shots, really giving him.
It was challenging for the Deccan Gladiators, and in the end, those in pink, yellow versus those in maroon, which is the Northern Warriors here at Abu.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
Time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never...
Go.compare!
What's wrong here?
There. Now that's Christmas you can believe in.
Okay, let's take minutes with your own Nana policy. Whether you need cover for a day, a month, or a year. For all Sure Daily.
Nana Driver Insurance made simple.
Players have been warming up, having a few throwdowns, a few catches.
Derby today. Look, coming off 2 losses, what's been the chat in the Warriors room ahead of this match today?
Today against Team Abu Dhabi, we can put a good show on and hopefully get a win.
Such a roller coaster of emotion, isn't it?
We're 50 odd and played nice, which was nice, but obviously we got beat, which is disappointing. So hopefully there's more of that today.
Isn't cricket crazy? Like swing hard but not too hard, go hard but not too hard. You get out early.
Good stuff, Adam Lyth. Yeah, got a little half century in his last outing. Was smashed. Usman, Rutherford, Brad Emmerich, a lot of experience and a lot of. And then the other side, you look at Chris Lynn and his team, Alex Hales, Brandon King. Got a bit of string with Hatzigalu and Adel Rashid. So a lot on. Match 10. See you very, very shortly.
Fine. Carry me home.
Oh, it's cool.
It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
Get the late offers end Monday. TUI. Live happy. Atoll protected.
Light that charges during the day, then turns on after dark when it detects motion. The 8 high-powered LEDs illuminate.
Discover Law Barista Sublime, a new compact coffee machine. A world of exceptional electrical retailers.
Local time 6:25. They're starting to come in, the young academy boys and girls. Slynn's team in yellow are going to be out in the middle as a group, then look out. He had a pretty good time of it, and they were well short in the end, 114 for 5, trying to track down 139. That's what was scored first.
Last innings, strike rate is right up there with the best. 52 he made. They lost the match, and he obviously kept them to 12. So he's been entrusted with off. You take it. You get us into this game. Get us a few wickets. Lenny, there he is. Would have had a... if you missed that interview, at Adam Lyth having a chat to Aaron Holland, and he said, yeah, it's about time. Really is, and I've seen this fellow in recent times, particularly up against left-handed openers. Spot on. You've got to have a slipping with this guy bowling. About that, he certainly wasn't trying to get it onto the offside. But I guess when you think about the ball...
Change of pace. Liam says, unlucky, Chief. Get back and bowl. Boy, Andre Russell nicked another boundary to Adam Lyth.
Two balls to come. 8 from it. Talking in the interview at the halfway time about the 6 he hit when he brought up his... Yes,
sort of the David and Goliath.
Carry me home.
Really?
Hi.
Skate a bit too.
Good afternoon. The new trophy for the Abu Dhabi T10. Yeah, lovely. Here on the first night from Shaji Al Mulk. That's the glue.
No doubt a little bit excited. Almost a little bit more excitement in the power play. Want to make sure you start well. There is spinner.
Is Shaju Manel. So let's bounce. That's bounce and wrist work from Hatzigalu. Get up on the charge. Can't get it through cover. But he wants this to disappear. And he can't. Wow. The second.
And select another tool for free.
Buy any Ryobi 1 Plus starter kit.
Andrew Ty is going to bowl from the city end here at Zion.
He certainly does. The Aussie. He's been around for a long time. Lovely bloke. Which got him 4 runs. But this was... one that is leading the left-hander, so ball's going around a bit. 15 for no wicket.
He hasn't timed this. Get back for an early shower, Kennar Lewis.
Pretty easy catch for Vinci at extra cover. He'll be disappointed with that because
I'm fine.
Carry me home.
Usman Khan finds himself out in the centre. He's come out. Andrew Ty got himself a mischief here. Really was bouncing, and he's very later Kennar Lewis. But this first one, and they're enjoying themselves at this stage.
Mate, it's pumping out here. Crowd are coming in. The DJ's hit Uzi on the gloves already, trying to push him back. Like we're playing at the Wacker.
Hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Lyth is out there. He's just lost a strike now to Usman Khan, who got a single off the lap to rip with the off-spin action.
Yeah, a little bit of Dilly. I was seeing Dilly. Caught up with him yesterday. Was exceptional. Continues to impress.
Usman, what's he got? Given that he's had a bit of a shock. Smashed on the hands there by Andrew.
Ivy goes big. Carves it. We'll pick up... it's a good bit of feeling in the end. I'll come back just again, come back for two.
Yeah, that one he sliced out. A bit of turn off the straight. Going to watch that. Now suddenly they've had 24. It's just got out there, and he got one on the gloves first up. He's only got 3 from 5. Here's a bit of again here from Lyth, so he again not finding his gears and his range just yet. Usman versus Ahmed Butt.
Fielders there, and he cleaned up the bowler. He got one to the... Lucky he didn't get one to the shin.
Some lovely strokes, and he got stuck in to Travay Shamsi. It's a smashed line. Lyth is not happy with it.
I'm going with the batter here. I've been very...
Saturday. There's another wide full one.
I tried to thread it through and then thought, you know what? Suddenly, he was gone. He was an absolute gone.
That sounded good. And it's into a gap.
Carry me home.
Match 10.
The double throw at the stumps. One that was pretty hard to hit from 25 yards, one that was pretty hard to miss from 5 yards.
Hours can make such a difference to the timing.
Yeah, he's a tricky bloke to get up.
It was a rapid fire arm ball down the leg side, so he's done well to stop that. Comes down the wicket, Adam Lyth. Has he hit it straight down his throat? No, he hasn't. Long, because it becomes a bit painstaking for you, and of course painstaking for... And it's the latter. Not Adam Lyth's night. Definitely Hatzaglu's. He's been out.
This was one of those days. Well caught in the deep. Lyth trudges off.
I will not go.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
I wonder why he hasn't come in a bit earlier. Dangerous man, Rovman.
Yeah, because of this. Lyth tried to get his timing going tonight. It's one of those days.
Confident does the keeps, and Usman looks bewildered.
No one to blame but himself for that. Usman Khan goes for 13. The Warriors now 40 for 3.
I would never switch to Samsung.
This T10 player. He hits him big. He's got wrists like you haven't seen. Was let's just say not really backing up. It was his call. And he should have been more attentive.
To even consider it.
That happens. They've got to be positive. They've got to put their front foot down now. The captain's come in, and he's thinking, when you trace the bullet, this is the biggest 6 we've seen in this tournament. That has gone absolute.
Devastatingly big 6.
Man goes out to deep point, square leg comes up, which gives you an indication.
That's the skipper, Linney, diving away. This is just a bit of fielding by the skipper, leading by example, but the second 6 pulled away on.
Ahmed Butt has gone for a pair of 6s. And
casual little fist bump. I'd have been doing cartwheels if I'd hit that.
That almost landed in the Grand Mosque here in Abu Dhabi. Fantastic effort on the boundary. They'll come back for 2. I think it's a bit of fun for
virtually every other fielder in the tournament. The speed he got there, picked it up.
15 off the over. Make that 20.
Of selected British Gas home care cover and a free gift card worth up to £50 from selected retailers.
Ends Monday. Search British Gas.
So currently AJ tie 1 for 2, so outstanding start from him. If you had a kitchen sink, that was it.
I can do better, says Ruthers. Absolutely spanked this.
He's loving the action. Just bludgeons it. I don't think there's much cricket technique there. It is reload for AJ, so he's finding his second over.
Yeah, the owners up in the boxes, waving their flags, supporting their team.
Better on that occasion. I'm competing with you, Swanee.
No, I don't mind that at all.
It's brute strength. He's trying to hit every ball out the ground, and he's making a good fist of it right now. AJ's mid-off and extra cover come into the field, so it's enclosed.
It was a wide earlier in the over, so there's another ball to go for Ty. Ball flies high, wide of long off. And another casual fist.
Yeah. Winter ready this Black Friday with 15% off selected British Gas home care cover and a free gift card worth up to £50.
Black Friday, but hurry. Offer ends Monday. Search British Gas.
Of old-fashioned innings, really. That started too quickly, but Rovman the captain played an able hand. Zadel Rashid bowling to Sherfain, who goes big. How big, we don't know. Yes, it's big enough.
Play. Well, is it a pull shot or is it a straight drive? One of the two.
Well, there's nothing comfortable out there. A little bit of a run out.
Judging by the fielders, actually, it may not be a run out chance at all. There doesn't seem to be any excitement about over the line. Very close. I think it's on the line myself, which is not over.
With his elbows, but I think he had control of the ball. And he goes again. Alex Hales getting back, and he
thinks he should have smashed that Miles. The umpires are going to have a look, see whether the feet were on the Toblerone. Yeah, such is the nature of the modern game. The batsman's already walked off. He's seen the big
Isiru Udana.
Oh dear, Adil, get your foot behind the line, son. Spinners should never bowl no. Made much use of it though. He's only going to get a single.
Just lagging behind a little bit. Hits that nicely, but it'll probably only be a single. A pretty sight, really. 17 ones and a couple of big. So he'll want to go one better here. See if he can defend the 30.
He was the man in charge last night. That last ball needed 3 to win. I think the stump should have got man of the match. Dhabi.
Yeah, the 100 is looking a little bit shy of the Warriors. pretty comfortable catch too. So Cyril Adana out for 2. Best of 7. He can get a couple away here. That would be really helpful.
Left this, it'd probably be a wide. Last over, you're looking to get bat on ball. Hit it pretty well.
And that's well bowled again. Just shimmied across. So the blue line's only a guideline, and
so everyone else is trying to follow suit. It's harder than it looks, though. Didn't try and overhit this one, just timed it away. Look how fast the ball flies off these modern bats.
Cal corner, and he goes out to Cal corner. Should be out.
Helped it on its way to the leg side. Very nicely done by James.
$100 goes a begging. Atkinson gets 2. Emirates won it. Chris Lynn sprinting off to get the pads on, and I feel like they've done a pretty good job. Adil Rashid and very happy with their work. And we've already had a team chase down the total. Rovman Powell, the captain, he came in with different ideas. Hits a couple of massive sixes. And Rutherford, that's the kind of score you want to post when you're batting first. So match 10.
नवीन उल मुल्क टीम अबू धाबी के हैं हमारे साथ यहाँ पे। नवीन, क्या लगता है आपको, क्या बारे में क्या कहना है?
जी हाँ, वो इम्पोर्टेंट था उस जगह पे क्योंकि पावर सेट हुआ था और लास्ट के 2 ओवर।
कंडीशंस और पिच कैसे है आज?
आई थिंक कंडीशन स्टार्ट में थोड़े टफ थे, बॉल पस रहा था, तो विल बेसिकली क्रिकेट है और ऊपर से T10 का फॉर्मेट है, कुछ कह नहीं सकते, पर 95 अगर हमें कोई
2 wickets with Ty. Hatsuglu was very economical. 3 runs. The live run chase.
Wake up. Miss Dior, Eau de Parfum.
I am. Your Alarm's Black Friday offer now on. Get a free security camera and a free video doorbell installed. Call now or...
TUI. Live happy. At all protected.
Light up your outdoor space with and turns on after dark when it detects motion. The 8 high-powered LEDs illuminate over 600 square feet. Gosden, Helm and Wilco. JML, your Christmas made easier.
Discover Law Barista Infinite Creations, Infinite Pleasure. Available at all good electrical retailers.
This is match 10, but it's the second match of 3 here. Triple headers, Zayed Stadium. 14, and a bit of luck early on for Adam Lyth, but he did struggle to find.
Score defended so far. The bowlers have a task in their hands.
And we thought, hello, Shafane and Robbers could get crap like that, and then the same player had their dismissals in terms of their execution. 96 from 60 that are.
You get a feeling that this game will get over a little early, but it's a big if. Can they stick around for
up against Alex Hales? Second.
Yeah, you could always make up from the fielder's reaction, just sort of gave up time.
It's better from Afan.
That's the fast bowler and you talking, Danny.
But yeah, just because of that incredible height factor, 7'2".
There's approach this chase, but you know with Alex Hales and Chris Lynn, there's always going to be one approach. Just strokes as well.
I think also Lynn in missed chasing. I know it's not extravagant, so they'll take their time. 7 for none after 1.
So if the worst happens and your boiler packs in this winter, you can give us a shout.
Hi, British Gas.
Mohammed Afan, the foot of the table. And Alex Hales has just given the DJ a right serve, understandably. I'm going to send Rowan Gav.
Tunes though. Yeah, but not good if you're batting out there. Defending a slightly lowish score. That's gone for 4. Don't bother running.
Against Mohamed Afan, that left arm angle against 2 right-handers. I suppose you think Atkinson, Udana, we know he's a left. You're saying, well, look, we need to get wickets. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah, well, just 6 off it.
Another chap that's went for it and has pumped it for 6. One of those go-to areas for Chris Lynn.
Get winter ready this Black Friday with 50.
Offer ends Monday. Search British Gas.
Do bang another one in short because Lynn had tried to, on one knee, sort of slap pull and got beaten. And then he tried it again and got pumped for 6. Abhimanyu Mitten. Cheeky little slower one. That'll allow the captain to get back on strike.
Got a position early on, and boy, that hit the sweet spot of the bat.
Interesting to see if he can get a wriggle on. Team Abu Dhabi. It's well bowled from Mitten. Shuts down the tall frame.
The over with the slower one. Pitches it in short, and that's gone.
Chris Lynn rolling back the clock, and you think of the Bash brothers. McCullum. There's that slower ball you wish for, Rowan. Not quite what he was intending, but 1 to go on the 3rd. 20, no change in the field.
Black Friday's here today for free next day delivery.
And we've got a bit of Udana. Sri Lankan is Zayed. Rather expensive. It's almost going for 13s.
66 required of 41. Should. Oh, that's beautifully played. Squeeze through the offside time.
Beautifully played, yeah. Just opened it, knew what he was about there. 62 from 4, just doesn't arrive. A lot of ink for Alex Hales. A discussion with Alex Hales.
Abhimanyu Mithun should have stopped that.
Goes back to another. Standing umpire, and he's going to make the signal here for the floating power play. It's wide. Taken by the batting side, Lynn and Hales. Hales just has a little look around the field.
Yeah, like you said, Danny didn't try to overhit it, and that was key. Just focused on placement.
And World Cup winning side recently, earlier in the month, and
tram lines. And that's the beauty of that delivery.
It's back here. There's Hales, and he goes through with it. Classy.
Just finding his rhythm now. But you're right. Just missed his length by a little bit, did Irfan.
And he got a stinger. Ouch. And so now swapping sides of the field there. Rutherford goes into. You're a fan of those in yellow and blue.
Last ball of the 5th coming up.
You can't hear me. Air cover and a free gift card with up to £50 from selected retailers. So if the worst happens,
team electing to bat first have won majority of the games, but it's a different day. It's a different. Yes, it's been brilliant.
Harsh's critic.
I guess he sets such a high standard for himself. He fancies to hit a boundary.
If that's the one for the over or not. Looks thoroughly bemused that that's not been signalled. And That's another dot, 3 in a row.
Good variations.
Chance to get a wicket, get yourself back into the game.
Still managed to make it into a half volley. Oh, it was a full toss, low full toss, sorry. And still managed to put it in the gap.
Yeah, such power from these batsmen these days. If you miss the hole slightly, short or full, you get... This is always a worry when you play against them. If Hales and Lynn get in, how do you get them out? How do you...
Such a batting lineup is going to be always hard.
Well, first ball of Emirates in this game. Alex.
Zero respect shown to the bowler. Alex Hales, he was ready and he's eyeing a boundary, start thinking about it. And when there is an opportunity, you've got to try and take it. That was a wonderful shot again.
Having a great time of things tonight. Absolutely. And it's good as well, because last night...
It wasn't meant to happen last night, it happened today. He was looking forward to it, but again, a good change-up. The ball bounced a bit more than he anticipated.
Winter ready this Black Friday with 15% off selected British Gas home care cover year-round.
Get winter ready this Black Friday. But hurry, offer ends Monday. Search British Gas.
Hampshire man from England. He's taken over from Alex Hales.
Extract some extra bounce in the last couple of deliveries here, Emirates, and that was a peach. Just kicked off.
The Warriors were 61 for 3, Team Abu Dhabi 70 for 1. As you can see ahead, what can he do to try and drag his team back into this one?
It was good Yorker again, very good execution. I think they need a couple of wickets very quickly if they want to put that pressure.
Onside away, and there's no one at deep backward point, so they run away for 4.
Lovely shot.
Because it was smashed away by Lynn, who's batted beautifully tonight. Only faced 16 balls for his 27.
Yeah.
Help round the corner, it's going to run away for 4.
But played it beautifully. There was a shot fine leg fielder, but he has no chance.
Got to get a lottery numbers here in my pocket if you need them.
I got very excited in the last one.
Resignation about the fielding side now. As Abu Dhabi only need 11 runs in the last 2 overs. 80.
On the best time of our lives, you really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell.
Yeah, nice shot again. Oh, very good running as well.
Something those bowlers laugh and joke about all the time. True batsman counts to 5 and then gets a single, so he can face the
bowling team knows that they can't really do a lot. I don't think a double hat-trick can win them the game here now.
Get it through nicely today. I say a losing course. It's 7 from 9 balls. We've already seen in the
Warriors out yet. Freakish thing can happen. But from Abu Dhabi's...
Absolutely. Always win with an over to spare if you can. You never know. Over's gone. Team Abu Dhabi. Oh no, it's not. It's a ball left. Way ahead. T2 for 1.
So far, and for a change, the team batting second managed to, looks like
4 to win. The in, saying right, you've got to hit it through or over the infield.
That'll make it really interesting.
Infield, so they'll get a couple.
Game, 9 wickets in hand, 1 required, 4 deliveries, everyone inside the 30-yard circle. But there's always a twist. We should never call it too early. Over the years, yeah, we need to learn. 20, Abu Dhabi, 95 for 2.
To stop the ball, but it skids away, goes away to the boundary for 4.
The dugout, massive cheer in the owner's box as well. They are all loving it, absolutely loving it. Very good performance from Team.
So, Team Abu Dhabi win by 8 wickets. Very good win for them. after their tie lost a single and the ball ran away for 4.
Yeah, even Mitun tried everything. Draw yesterday, they would definitely like this win in the books and get up to at the top point table as
it does here in Abu Dhabi in the T10, the fastest format.
If you talk about bowling, yeah, it's been Irfan who bowled 2 overs 21 to win it with 8 wickets.
And batting first from their 10. Not good enough for the Team Abu Dhabi boys, who chased it down from 20, leading from the front. James Vince 18 not out from his 12. Team Abu Dhabi win. While we're here, one thing I always like to do is throw downstairs to Erin. I believe she has James Vince alongside her.
You know, we've been on that run of losing time. We were due a win tonight, and yeah, thankfully we did it.
You've had a couple of when it comes to tackling this particular cricket's fastest format of the game.
Yeah, you've obviously just got no time to get yourself in.
Such a short period of time.
Yeah, they're a really good bunch. The coaching staff and the whole group of players have been really accommodating.
Finally got the win today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Erin. A man of few words, Jamie. 99 for 2 to win by 8 wickets.
And that one in front of square, never easy to pull on a front foot. And Alex Haynes with all his elegance and the bowlers just didn't find an answer for both these quality players.
Kick before the end. James Vince hit a couple of boundaries. Lynch.
And if you talk about it, the way both these teams played, plenty to talk about.
So what have we got next? Well, happened at the toss, so Nick Compton is downstairs for us.
Yeah, it's toss time here of the Delhi Bulls, and of course Moeen Ali, the leader of the army, David Jukes, the fine man over there. In the competition, you've had a victory already. What do you make of things out there?
Pretty good, obviously a good start.
Are you happy with to go out and bowl there?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't quite sure, and I think DJ wasn't quite sure what to do.
Hopefully we can defend it later.
Mate, you got to tell me about the tie yesterday. What was the feeling after that?
Point.
Just tell me about the T10 format. Obviously, you played everywhere. You've played around the world. You're coming to the latter. Samp Army, they've won the toss, and they're going to have a bowl.
Time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never...
One last training session before you go.
Sir, yes, sir.
Safe.co.uk to see our Black Friday offers.
What's wrong, kid?
Christmas Day came with everything she could wish for, even a little bear.
Compare, the new way to compare prices on insurance, credit cards and more. Compare!
Turn it bat, and in reply, Team Abu Dhabi very comfortable by 8 wickets, get to 99 for 2 and 9.4 thanks to Hales and Lynn. They were the standouts. Both these players, both very strong at pulling and driving and hitting the opening stand of 69. Hales with that had to go. Very good innings though from Alex Hales, and he had a bit of Vince come in. All right, well it is time to get down to the post-match presentation.
Dhabi. On behalf of the tournament, I would like to express our gratitude for the continued support of Cricket and Sports Hub and the Emirates Cricket Board. We would also like to thank our sponsor, presented by Mr. Jatinder Singh on behalf of Team Abu Dhabi, and the award goes to...
Brilliant.
Now we've seen some big hits, 6s and 1-4.
Yeah, such a clean strike.
Our final award for the evening is the Player of the Match award for 1,000 dirhams. Alex, if I can please have you for a quick chat.
Important game for us. Thought we bowled well, and then myself and Linny put the pressure on straight away, and tonight it worked. Yeah, probably shut it down, to be honest. Probably play a couple of rounds of golf, I think. Chill out at the hotel and just enjoy some time.
If I can please request the winning captain, Chris Lynn. Chris, Great one today.
You still got to have that clarity and patience. So hats off to the bowlers tonight, and then Hales and Vince with the bat.
Team, how special is it to have everyone come out and support you guys and be Team Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, absolutely. There's good different cultures, so each to their own. But I know I'll be having a beer over the boundary.
Well, thank you so much, Chris.
Make the playoffs here in the Abu Dhabi T10.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
Time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a...
Don't compare! What's wrong here?
Now that's Christmas you can believe in.
Okay, let's take minutes with your own Nana policy. Whether you need cover for a day, a month, or a year. For all your daily.
Learn a driver insurance made simple.
At cutting-edge technology at affordable prices. Smart motion detectors, powerful sirens, entry sensors and your family. With the option of 24/7 professional monitoring for less than £1 a day. Advanced, affordable.
Say a World Cup.
Definitely. It's just so much fun, and guys are enjoying expressing they've got a bit more than just 2 overs in a game. So, but generally, yes, need to bowl a lot more.
So Morris will...
Chaotic at stages. Also nice group, nice to see everyone again. Most of the guys I've seen and do their job and do it well. So it makes life a little bit easier, I think, as for the staff.
Strikers, Bulls and Abu Dhabi making the top 4 so far.
What's today's forecast?
The weather today is perfect for...
Football.
Director, we didn't ask.
Football.
David finds Regenda. Score!
Coming up next Saturday, Leinster welcome Ulster to the RDS, live on Viaplay Sport.
From selected retailers. So if the worst happens and your boiler packs in this winter, you can give us a shout.
Black Friday, but hurry, offer ends Monday. Search British Gas.
Bowl first. And the Bulls are a very good line. And so you look at that top 5. Banton, Russo, Khan, and the Sub-Army. And you look at Hetmeyer, Charles, Miller, Ali. That is a very like the look of that, and one of the quickest going around. Heinrich Nokia, very useful. Cottrell, and he's going to get things underway. It looks like tends to start things. It's either, but up against Rakeem Cornwall, it's a little over.
Tuning in from around the world, it's always an electric feel out there. Crowd. Opening batter in T20 cricket. He's had quite a couple of years, hasn't he, around the world. 500 distant boundaries. Offside up on the ring, and a couple of men back on.
Big fella's gone early. Who wants it? The keeper does.
The big man goes. It's back of a length. Didn't really get us.
Innings. There's a wicket. Cornwall out for a golden one.
Tape from Sergeant Major. Tommy Banton is in because of this. Not the start the Bulls want.
Just a good length delivery, back of a length, and he didn't give himself any chance. Rakeem left-hander. Cottrell up against Rousseau. He said,
Riley Rousseau had none of that, did he? And look at the
two wickets in the opening over of match 11.
Absolute carnage. Oh, cleans him up. Asif Khan. He's been done by Cottrell. He goes for 0. It's 1.
Black Friday's here, and it's bigger than ever. Get exclusives.
Batting at number 5, inside down the field, and Cottrell with the last ball of the first over. Straight. Tim David's underway. And that's it. They had 1 over. It's 2 for 3. Extraordinary. And now, so we've got the lefties opening up here. Oh, again, that's a good suit.
Joining me is the very special Jonty Rhodes, the global mentor of the Morrisville Sump Army. Now, Jonty, of course, with the heaps of experience that you come with.
Well, it's actually not just about the fastest format here in the Abu Dhabi, it's the youth as well, and in the women's cricket is obviously growing, and we also want to be a part of that and supply before. So I'm not giving them any advice, but we always want to make sure that, you know, this kind of tournament. Oh no, it's both. I mean, from a batting point of view, you have absolute license just to throw the ball, definitely rise to the top.
Absolutely, and well, thank you so much for talking to us, and I'm sure the team is thrilled to have you here.
Tim David, so much now resting on his shoulders. There's a boundary.
Aggressive. But you need to have a look sometimes, and the big man trying to do the same thing, but a shape back into the right-hander. Hit him on the pads.
8. Bulls will be loving this to see if long Tim David lose 3 inside the power play of T10, which is only a dozen deliveries. You really are.
Black Friday's here. Day for free next day delivery.
It's feeling balmy. Late 20s during the day, like 28, 29. And this part of the world. More of S. Cottrell.
He's really enjoying their cricket, trying to spread cricket throughout the UAE here in Abu Dhabi. Got protection up there, so he's doing a good job. Not taking wickets, he's saving young talent.
The CPL last year was in St Kitts and he got stuck in at Warren.
Effort out to Big Sheldon here. I'm not sure Timmy David knew much of it technically. The leader of the army, he's hunting. Oh. Get the big man Sheldon with the new ball. He's done an excellent job so far. Pressure on Tommy
for 3. Incredible at first over. Dwayne Pretorius, he's a good athlete. It's a great story. Ends up squeezing a run here when another night that would have gone
the last game. So lucky guy. Mo, a good whack.
There's a bit of shape here for Pretorius, and that's good. It's Tim David again versus Pretorius. That is a beauty. Just closed it down.
Batsmen have to show a little bit of technique.
High fives and big smiles all around here for the Sump Army. He was on the charge. He was look dozen. Bulls have lost their 4th at 23. In hand, and he's just checking out the field as Pretorius is getting ready to load up here. Bowling beautiful is in the house. Sajil Mulk, the CEO, Rajiv Khanna. Somehow got to get a partnership together, and guess who's on? We just had Pretorius.
Danny M. There's a bit of speed out there, isn't there? I mean, look at this bowling attack. I doesn't hear it.
He's trying to get a bit cute here, Tom Banton. Well, maybe, just maybe, against the class. It's up there for an age, and oh look, I've hurt my finger, boss. Don't give me that. You should have caught it.
And well, lost it at last minute.
Should have taken this because he got there. in the air for an age. Oh, he definitely got Chemo Paul, is taking an age to get himself organised here. Talented, but this is the Sump Army. Pretorius and Nokia, that pace.
It's a buy, but it's gone very, very quickly.
Hurry! Stock is limited and all offers must end on Monday.
Envisaged today, and they turned up. Danny and I were excited for these. They'll have a look upstairs, but I don't think this one's close, Danny.
I think just Remel Martinez. Mr. Banton did the right thing, slide the blow.
Because he might get a couple in the rib area by the left ear.
He's up and over precisely where we wanted it to go.
Nick Compton will be down there in seconds, snapping it up. Oh, very fine coaching staff. Andy Flower and his boys.
Why?
Jim? Oh, you mean Tim? Sorry, mate, miles away. I'm in my house salon.
Oh, Verisure. Just like ours. Keeps our business safe.
At least you got the alarm right.
Verisure alarms, Black Friday.
Play as well. A floating power play, so all but two of the fielders have to be within the 30-yard circle. Family, good to see you, sir. Thank you for this tournament. Wonderful opportunity.
Balls never really arrive for Chemo Paul.
The less power they're getting on their shots.
Games all went the way of side batting first, and now here we are, games 9, 10, 11.
At the front, handsome as ever. Harbhajan Singh in the back. Can't wait to see a bit of Badji in this tournament as some.
The batting side takes it, but you get the bowler who's right on song.
Moving back would have been the catch of the tournament. Might still be a run out. Oh! All action.
Black Friday's here, and it's bigger than any next day delivery.
So here comes the throw now, and as it flies through, oh no! Straight on the forearm.
Sking. How's it going, Chief?
Well, I'm sure there's not a single one of you out there who's not back game. However,
headed on the full, so the boundary cushion pumped on the full. So
boundaries, or was that a brilliant bit of fielding on the line? I'm sure the third umpire will have doff of the cap to you, sir. Lovely stuff on the boundary. Went just far enough to be six. Of course, if it hits the advertising, you show me a batsman who's not. True of this innings, even though all the wickets tended to fall in that first over, 3 of them in the first 6 balls.
Rakeem's first outing, wants to go from the outset, and that's challenging.
Speak about that. Change of angle. And straight away.
Yeah, a wonderful striker when he gets his iron and gets pumped massively. Oh. I'll be feeling a little grieved here because the other guys have been doing so well. He's tried an off-cutter here.
There you go, though. Back with the dot ball.
Great stroke though. Gartney's just smashing it in back end of a length. It hasn't got up.
Well, they'll come back for 2 and they'll get there easily. Sometimes it's good to miss-hit the ball. That's going to be 6 more to finish the over. What an over for the Delhi Bulls. They go on to... One big skyscraper amongst some 4 stories. It's like London on a rampage now. 100, Danny.
Well, the last over went for 24. Gartney just pumped it in. And
yeah, this is much better bowling. Full, straight, underneath.
Get underneath you and make it sail over the fence.
Happy with this.
Banton's on.
I see a football fan.
And now they're only another stroke away from 3 figures. Look at that. The modern player.
That's a truly remarkable shot. Oh, and he's gone fancy on to below 100. Despite some late on hitting and heroics from
his ramp stroke. But Banton, who got 36 from 27.
Extent, but then Paul as well rescued things. Look at that, 3 for 10.
Joining me is Tim David of the Delhi Bulls. Now, Tim, tell me this after losing a first
on the board.
And talk to me a little bit about obviously Tom Banton and Kemo Paul's contribution, which helped you guys come playing like the conditions, a dual factor a little bit.
The pitch was a little bit too paced, so the ball was coming off.
So there's your target, the Sump Army, 95 to win, to be the third.
I mean, the look on his face.
Face it. You really missed out on the best
time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it...
Sure, you can get a new phone if you want, but is that always right for you?
With EE, you win cash in special packs. Merry Christmas!
This December...
Wow, the moves. A few of the owners, everyone really enjoying the atmosphere. It's Sheldon Cottrell got the rack attack, got him out really early. He was playing his first game, a little bit of tap. Timmy David managed to get a few away. He's get his hands to it, and then we saw some of the best of this young talent. Disappointing end for Tommy Banton, but to go, played a really good hand. So it was all about Cottrell here at match 11.
Waited for this. Yes, sir. Yeehaw! Can the Sump Army do it?
Games. No longer. We've got past that. So Moeen Ali, well, he's in first, and he feels like he's a little bit more consistent. Knows what he's trying to do now. So where all systems go for the farmer, hoping to get a bit of shape into the right hand. As you can see, there's a big boundary out to offers up a lovely juicy half volley. Graham Swan.
Perfect start for Johnson. And they're going to enjoy this run chase. You absolutely want your openers to get off to a flyer, take all the pressure off the waiting batsman.
Where at the moment, because the ball's flying around. That one's whistled past first slip.
Frame of Raheem Cornwall, went away for 4. 3 balls, 3 boundaries, perfect start for the Sump. Well, no wonder Trevor Penn is smiling. It looked like he'd hold out for a second.
Another boundary there. 3 4s and a 6 and an inside edge for 1. Have a look at this, and he'll have to reload. Looked impossible for the teams chasing, and now Moeen Ali is on the go. Ends the first over, and this is how it ended. Rolls his fingers over it. Moeen was a little...
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to the stage when I saw her.
Has been thrust up the order.
Garton was very expensive with the ball, and otherwise immaculate bowling performance. He's now got the chance.
Haven't we? I'm surprised that wasn't called a wide.
You're not the only one. Will definitely come good one of these days.
Yeah, sure will. Gee.
Oh, I know many a left-arm seamer.
Watch that. Very hard.
Yeah, it's a cross seamer for Mohamed.
His seamer as we speak, trying to find a way through the defences of, and then he's come down in advance and he's picked the slower ball exceptionally well there.
This is clever.
Base, which how he establishes his base. His hands are high. And instead of going through too early. The second over. There's one ball left.
9. If they don't do something soon, the kitchen's going to flood.
As Johnson Charles, your strike rate is unbelievable. Another scratch to...
It's Christmas after all.
The Sump Army, we've still got him up. They've taken their power play, and Gleeson's really going through. It's a good wicket, and with these lights, the ball tends to nip around, so they've kept the slip in.
Yeah, this is... As a lower order batsman sent in, you get the best seat.
Poor old Gart's got Davy Miller sitting in the hutch. He said, "No, mate." Rushed him for a bit of pace there. Gonna stop the Sump Army on their way. Swing and a miss. 2 slips.
Still at this time, picked it up. I'm sure he was delighted to actually.
Gleeson goes for 6.
Black Friday's here, and it's bigger than ever. Visit gtech.co.uk today for free.
Oh no! Somebody's got to get it. Is it yours? Is it mine?
On each other. Gorgeous George survives another ball, but I'm not sure how. It's a good call from George Garton. And the throw at the stumps meant there was an easy...
Dominic Drates is he's got some height, he's got some bounce.
Well, they might get a wicket as well, because you know that Garton's just going to swing as hard as he can. If you're just wondering about people from the past who would have been an absolute Don Bradman of this level of cricket.
Wish to have that those last 3 balls again. Swing and a miss. Gart's is...
Sports Buzz dot balls this innings, 10 of them. It's almost as many deliveries as George. Get wherever they come. That's a top edge over the top of where first slip would have been. Runs away for 4. 4 overs gone.
Two worms. 94 for 5. Sump Army. What pace here? He's getting it through tonight. In fact, all the bowlers are getting it through. They've kept it. Maybe he's not even in there. And this one's carved away. No one's going to get that. Johnson Charles
in his career, and this is one of them. He's an absolute beast when he gets going. Strike rate.
He's well, he's hit a couple. He's been thrust up the order. Davy Miller. Hakeem Cornwall stays at slip. They've got a 3rd man and a fine leg and a...
Cleverly let the ball hit right up near the stickers and fall short of the 30. And he's gone. So Gleeson celebrates.
For that. Well done, Richie Glees. Georgie's on his way. He's gone for 12.
Now at McDonald's. It's Christmas after all.
2-hour non-stop protection.
Them and a little effort captaining them too, so this will be a good challenge for him.
Oh, I tell you what,
Oh, it's just clipped the pad. It's clipped the pad. And he gets off the mark.
I think that this one's a loss.
DJ at the bowling crease, first time this evening in match 11, and his first delivery with that little leg glance down the leg side. I was standing behind as he went past him. I just think for a start it's a good surface. It's been pretty consistent. The other one, we saw whether you've played a bit of T20 of late for your country, or you've just been off the boil somewhat and haven't.
Yeah, players of his class don't miss out on short.
Maksud tidies up. Johnson Charles, strike go along with those 2 sixes. And the Sump Army.
Hey, Ellie.
Cool.
It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
Ambassador? Help yourself. A little bit of wrist work here. D. Miller.
Bhajan Singh, हमारे Bhajipa of India, and he's playing for Delhi Bulls. Bhajipa up.
फॉर्मेट है मेरे लिए भी, और ये बहुत ठीक ठाक तेज पेस पे भागता है ये फॉर्मेट.
इतने humble and grounded है. I'm very happy और इतना एक्सपीरियंस आपको है, उसके बावजूद आप
कैरी करते हैं ये टीम. और साथ में जब मैं जुड़ा हूँ तो डीजे ब्रावो है इस टीम के कप्तान. सब जानते हैं कि बड़े बड़े हिट मारते हैं, बट जो लड़कों ने मुझे इम्प्रेस किया है वो इसका है, बट यहाँ पे आके अपना टैलेंट दिखा रहे हैं. सो इट्स अनबिलीवेबल. दिस फॉर्मेट हैव गिवन लॉट ऑफ पीपल.
Turbinator, see him along here, and it's going rather nicely. It's that bingo score. 2 fat ladies for
biggest prize ever, a share of £16.9 million. Join in before midnight.
From 18 balls, last rights here for the Sump Army. Mr. Shiraz Ahmed hunting up. Ooh, just a bit of fresh air.
Has to be honest, he's should be chuffed with that. Johnson Charles, he's been outstanding. Struggled tonight. There we go. 57 not out, 21 balls. The 10 fours and the
says Shirazi, mate, you can't bowl there. Yeah, man of the match for me. And well, it's come round as Shiraz and been picked off. Players alike, the owners, they are dancing in the aisles with their flags. Toss went the way of Mo and Ali. Said, look, we're going to bowl first and ask you Bulls to set something. Time in the middle. And getting it done. So, yeah, winners are grinners.
Nice moment. Very nice. Charles hit the winning runs and they cruised their way to 95. So the Morrisville Sump Army Cup, the first innings. Here's an overall look at the leader of the Army, 3 for 10. He was outstanding, swung the ball at good pace. We're going to go down to Erin.
Sheldon Cottrell just...
most definitely, that was the plan. Early wickets in any cricket is a big test. Just pitch it up and hope for the best. And today I was successful.
So do you kind of take it as it comes? Dangerous side, isn't it?
We're a good team, to be honest. We're gelling like a...
Outstanding stuff from Sheldon Cottrell. Sump Army, well, they've gone to the top playoffs as ever. Rightio, we'll be back very, very shortly with a post-match presentation.
Say it ain't so, I will not go.
And playtime. Dove Men Plus Care protects and cares.
G4 EV. Say no to compromise.
You know that concert I was telling you about?
Time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a
So join in before midnight tomorrow.
£16.9 million. I really hope.
Help from the South African David Miller. 20 not out from 11 deliveries with 5 extra sites. And says, I'm going to have a big chunk of you. Played beautifully on both sides of the wicket. Anything slightly wide, he'd do this to you. Drake's was gutted that DJ put that down. But they all very nice stroke play. Some deft touch in between, and that was the winning of it. And 2 sixes for 58 not out. 2 and 7.4 overs allowed bowling first, got up, so they chased down the scores in all 3 matches, 9, 10 and 11 here on a Super Saturday in Abu Dhabi. Very good. And the glitzy T10 trophy. This is the new trophy that was unveiled just a few days ago. Yeah, very glitzy. To match the fastest format. It's on 4 points, and the Bulls, who got run over just now, have got 3 points pretty much in readiness down at the presentation area. So we're going to go down and catch up with Aaron.
News co-powered by Lotus 365 News. Tonight it was between the Morrisville Sump Army and the Delhi. Our sincere gratitude for the continued support of the Department of Culture and Tourism Abu Dhabi, Damai, Rario and Vimal. Without your support, it simply would not be possible to have the Abu Dhabi T10 or the Delhi Bulls single-handedly.
The ballpark and couldn't manage it. Good stuff with the Bulls, and they lost those 3 wickets early, and then a certain Chemo Paul got under the act with Tommy.
And not surprisingly, it goes to Sheldon Cottrell of the Morrisville Sump Army. He was just...
And a little bit of Riley Rousseau. He had to go as well. And then knocks up.
Over. I was really impressed with the way we actually batted, especially Johnson Charles, the way he took command. And just keep enjoying the company, enjoying the T10 cricket, and so I certainly think it improves players.
Well, certainly was an incredible performance from the boys today. You've got a massive...
Dhabi, look at that. All 3 sides winning by 8 wickets here on Super Saturday. Well, Sunday. This is what's in store. Match 12, 13 and 14. It's been a ripper. We'll do it all again tomorrow, so we'll catch you then.
On EE, the UK's best network.
It was until Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
And more. So, if you're looking for the right deal on your pet insurance... Oh.
The roll.
What's wrong here?
Winters.
Come home, Bear. Come home, Bear.
I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
Going to happen. It's when.
At Simply Safe Security, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
When Football Club Barcelona presented Pep Guardiola as the new leader of the project at Barca. But the historic 6-2 win in the return match at the Santander.
The Catalan club.
Eager again in his second season, and along the way, triumph in both Clásicos.
This team doesn't concede many goals, but they also create lots and lots of chances.
The 2011-12 season resulted in his only ever defeat in the clash. The only blemish in a quite remarkable era, which won the admiration he could for the club of his life and left behind him an unforgettable legacy of 14 titles.
It's been about two of the originals of the Northern Union in 1895, fighting for a... Look on your mate, stay behind. Is underway. Just a sign early on here as Hooley will goal. The noise from the Barry fans is deafening, but Inu sends it straight through. It was brilliant. Comes forward now, and again he puts it straight. Those three kicks have gone straight. Akins is looking to get away, and Akins is looking to get away. Another try. Joe Miller, career appearance 250. And McDonald, 27th of the season in 27 games. Out wide, and it's another for Inu. The short kick, just short. Or is he? Is he just short? He's going to chip champions of 2022.
And the last two squads standing, Arogla BK and Tapara Tampere. The visitors, Tapara in their white with the blue and orange trim, and straight away. Bengtson with a shot, blocked, the rebound is there, they score! The rebound was 6 seconds remaining. Here's Zarzar scored! Power play goal, Arogla BK, 2-0, and it's a beautiful one. It's the CHL Grand Final title. In this, Arogla BK have a major trophy, and what a trophy it is! About 3.5 feet tall.
He's got 2 goals so far this season. That's goal number 3. It's the first header down this right-hand side. This time they're Tormenta, not Dembele. Sergio Roberto on the overlap. Played into Lewandowski on the turn, and Lewandowski scores! And it's 3-0 inside 21 minutes.
For the last piece of silverware on offer in this Scottish football season.
Tavernier again whipped in with pace. It's Halkett, comes out to Ryan Jarr. Fine Haring Rangers will break here with Kent. Aribo to the left, right to the right for Scottish Cup glory. McInerney or Halliday, mighty high. The wait may have been too long, but Rangers need.
McDavid sprints down the... Lewandowski!
Benzema, there's the equaliser. Goal. Ansu Fati.
Benzema, he rolls it to Vinicius. Vinicius scores! With wicketkeeper batter Rossington, they've got Pepper in at number 3. Aravin's also there. Whiteley's just
powerful pair there. Colin Munro coming at 3, then Ben Cutting. Shakib, he's been outstanding with the ball, really. Kalim and Mrityunjoy, the bowlers. Again, Patirana, someone who reminds us a lot of...
It's a great place for young players to showcase their skills. This T10 competition, it's growing around the world. I've just been outside and walking around. You can feel how it really builds up as the games come thick and fast. The final really had to feel for him. Done all the hard work over the years to earn us. Who hails from a bit of Northampton and Middlesex. Rohan Mustafa. 27 matches, 9 wickets. They were all ready to go. Come back for 2. Benny Cutting, a man with a razor arm. Don't have runs being scored today. The wicket just looks a little bit better, Rohan.
Yeah, three without loss. Looks a little better than the previous one. It's been a run feast.
As he's so good out there. Rossington's he's managed to get back in. As he got his bat stuck, and that is going to be out. That is a disappointing end for the right-handed Rossington. Final ball, the first over. And he threads it through. New ball. Well, this is the first wicket.
To whip the bails off, I think Rossington needs to be a little bit more careful about knowing what space he's in. Off. Had no idea that Rossington was going to ram his bat into his foot.
Milan finds the gap.
Said all he had to do was help it along its way, and he did exactly that. 2 dot balls and now 2 boundaries. 2 consecutive boundaries.
Meant that the boys want to see them all coming up and patting him on the back. Hit firmly by David. That is sublime. Over extra cover. It ends a very good over. He's actually opened the bowling in 2 of the 3 outings that he's had.
Boundary.
Came out to bat the last time. He's a little bit frenetic. He's started well.
Beep.
David Milan back on strike.
The Braves. 3 boundaries coming off it so far. Pepper and Milan making a statement over here. We're going to attack their best bowler.
And this is the type of attitude that you need. Really got to be positive. Pep.
Oh, extremely well-judged catch.
It was kind of there, wasn't it? He had a good start to his innings.
Do you ever think of what your skin goes through every day?
Good. Yeah, really good.
Boy, bet regret.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to this to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it's going to happen, it's when.
Sir.
Simply Safe security systems start from under £200.
Friday's here, and it's bigger than ever. Get exclusive savings on our best-selling .co.uk today for free next-day delivery.
David, of course, would have faced a lot of Benny Hill over the years, played a lot of his cricket at Gloucestershire. This is the reason why the captain's out there. Pepper thought he got all of it. It's an outstanding catch on the boundary.
I'm just talking about battered this year.
Again, so hard to get away. Back of the hand, these knuckleballs that float at you, and suddenly you think, oh, I can hit Raza. Just getting himself in and giving the strike to Milan, who's had a great...
So you've got to go hard. This has been an excellent over, though. 4 singles.
Oh. This off, Secunda Raza will be eyeing up an opportunity to score. 47 for 2. And it's heating up. Patharana, the slinger from Sri Lanka.
Right. He'll be a tad bit disappointed because he looked in really good touch up until then.
27, dangerous. 47 for 3.
This was the way David Milan was dismissed.
Yeah, he'll be gutted. Shot from Brathwaite, breaks out the man. Unlucky.
He's a really exciting young prospect. Is that edged? Bad. Got the placement right. These days, generally attempt to play the pull shot, try and get some runs off it.
The only opportunity I had to score any runs. To get onto it.
Yep. Well, the Braves have had half their overs. The top's been knocked off. He's always keen. Let's see if he can load up and have some time at the crease. First has been having one heck of a time of it. Internationally, that is.
Keep picking up on the stump mic. The squeakiest pads and boot combination in the game, Carlos, at the minute.
Well, that's beautifully positioned and timed. Threaded it for 4.
Oh, very...
A very old... Well, he wanted it, but there's certainly no run there. Shakib's going... What they could do with this one, just disappearing somewhat.
Yeah. It's not old-fashioned... 9 off the over. 62 for 3 from 6.
4 overs to go. We're going to have a little signal here from Alex Wharf.
Good long look at himself after last year's T10. Decided time to get fit, Wharfie. Depending on how the football goes tonight.
Well, it's England.
Yeah, it is.
Versus all the way down the leg side to the fence. Yeah, they were 4 for 14 at one stage with a Chennai run.
Oh, he's floored the big man. They say the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Don't worry about your nose, it's about...
Beautiful stuff, full, fast, Yorker.
And he's dim off his feet, the big West Indian went down, but this one is knocked down the stump. He gets another Yorker away, dug out. Very good delivery. That's what he's about, is Mustafa. And bowl Yorkers all round. And again. Finds the block hole.
315-inch laptop with an Intel Core i3 processor for just $249, or upgrade to the Core i5.
Wake up. De Parfum, Dior.
Cherry's chocolate orange isn't square like other chocolate, as we are a
plaque from treated areas and is up to 30% more effective in plaque removal than string flossing. The Waterpik
Care protects and cares for your skin with triple action moisturizer and 48 hours protection.
Side the line for sure. Appealing for that right arm round.
Yes. 15 ones, 4 twos, no 3s, 9 4s, 1 6s and a pop.
Not quite were intended.
Well, so many people around the world have never found out a way to score. An amazing record. Perhaps this is the way. One-handed over third for 4.
That is King Carlos at his best, nice and straight for 6.
Yeah, that's the...
Who sung that? On again!
50 this time.
David Watts, I wish I could be like David. Oh, he's lucky there. Couldn't thread this because that was on the way to the fence. If it did. Now, Whiteley's tried his tricks and hello.
Went for the big heave-ho over the top. Turned round, took a stunning catch, running backwards.
Oh, I hope it's a no ball. Against him at this angle.
Oh, there doesn't look to be a great deal behind the line, if we're honest. But
it is upstairs with Buddha. Buddy is given out. Ross Whiteley. Now the non-strikers in with umpire Alex Wharf. It's King Carlos.
Ball to run off, purposely played. He knew there was no man back on the third boundary, and this is really...
Left arm round. That's
from Benny Howell off his own bowling, running back, takes the catch. Yes, right in the slot. That's like being a fielder at mid-off, turning round. I'll fetch it, bowler. Don't you worry about that.
bad stroke, quite clean. I'll get 2. So.
It's been a lot more like it today, Danny. The wickets had that...
Another good full one. So that 9th over disappearing for 17. A couple of 4s and a maximum, throwing a single and a... Hit it again. Hold your breath, Aaron.
Oh, wow.
Under that deep side. There's a fumble.
Oh, no. Fielder. Anything but a...
Away. That is extraordinary.
This is a really, really good shot. The strength in those wrists to take that away for 4. Incredible stuff, Brathwaite.
Buddy Perrin is our TV match official. Gets the red card, and he's out of here for a dozen. Strike. Wanted to go through with the bye. That's unfortunate for the...
A maximum.
Look at the grip of that bottom hand. Don't worry, old son, I'll take it on.
Yeah, at ease.
And Mr. Cutter, so that's been a goodie for the Braves. They've managed to breach 120, in fact, go past it and some.
A great effort with the bat from the Braves. Very well deserved.
Yeah, very good from Brathwaite. He really held things together later on.
Types of learner cover, whatever your situation. Go to insuredaily.co.uk for a quote.
Hey, Ellie. Your skin goes through every day. In game time and...
Yes to comfort, practicality, value and technology. The all-new MG4E.
Stock is limited and all offers must end on Monday the 28th of November.
He's a great guy. He's somebody who is really interesting to talk to about the game. He thinks about it a lot.
Nation stood underneath it.
Oh, how's your luck? I tell you, it's...
The outside, no he doesn't.
Ah, well done.
Unlucky Zazai, bye-bye Zazai. Was very good in Australia. Made the world sit up and take note, didn't he?
Absolutely.
Because of this. It's done! He's clanged it! Tried to be far too casual, take it low rather.
So England set up for some time now, but struggled with injuries, so it's good to see him on the park.
Trent Bridge.
Why would you do that?
Net first ball. Let's have a look. But I reckon this is clonked him right on the ankle. Oh, shin bone, sir.
With England, not necessarily down to performance, but more down to injury. Hasn't really been able to put on
anyone else. First up, Evan Lewis will have been expecting anything but this delivery.
It's just about to say that.
Evan Lewis has got to go. He made 4. The Tigers.
Dangerous man, often opens the batting. Seen him around the world. He's become a veteran of the French.
Based at Trent Bridge, who I coach. So I'm in a no-win situation. But
for a maximum.
Well, we saw a bit of this in Adelaide, didn't we? He doesn't mind the short ball.
Threatening is 21 for 2. Match 8. Summary 126 was posted earlier. Try and change it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, Dooley. Arms and legs everywhere.
Yeah, I mean it's something that they call a check drive. I mean it's not a full flourish.
Five, and I played one of those off Glenn McGrath down the ground. I mean, of course.
This middle order, plenty of strength. Ben Cutting to come, Shakib Al-Hassan, the captain, and Benny Hull can
20 off the last over like Brathwaite did. Try and win in 9 overs.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the Braves owners enjoying a good night.
Oh, he threads it through. I think this is going to run all the way, and it does. Yeah, stay with us. 7 overs to go. It's been a match.
Bowled a bit short yesterday, didn't he?
Got to get it a little bit fuller.
Last.
It's funny, I've played with James Fuller. Cutting to come in. Shakib, the captain. So plenty in the...
Incredible stuff. Well played by Iftikhar.
Oh, wow.
Jumped up in the air and then spun. If that had spun into his stumps, Monroe could have been bowled. Well, as it was, it didn't. So it's a moot point, they say.
Black Friday event now on at Curry's. Save $100 from just $249 at Curry's.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to the stage when I
seen. It was such a scene, but I look pretty hot.
It was so hot. I mean, the look on his face.
Face it.
Sure non-stop protection. 72-hour and...
Say it ain't so.
Oh, he's brilliant with...
Says.
We've got someone on the boundary. Tanvi's with someone down the boundary.
Best performance for you?
Well, thank you. As we know that this is only a 10 overs game, it's very important to... yeah, of course. And Shakib has played for a long time, 15, 16 years. I've seen him grow from...
Process.
Yeah, you have to be very fast on your head because things change very quickly. Things changes very quick.
Monroe has... oh, he's tried an audacious shot, really, hasn't he?
This is incredible.
Well, an extraordinary dismissal. Brings out Ben Cutting. It wasn't it just.
4 wickets. Still Benny Hull and Shakib Al-Hassan and a couple of local guys are there. All we need now...
We got another wicket. And Benny Cutting this time. You can't keep Carlos Brathwaite scoring. It's 45 for 4. It's a big moment.
Big Carlos. Come on, Big Carlos. Is he going to be on his hat?
Now, Nazmal, I want to ask you this. If you, at this point, could give the boys some advice, and do you think, at the end of the day, you have to be really calm under pressure because that's the true sign of an athlete?
It's all, there's a lot of noise out there, and it's getting very exciting now because...
Support staff saying, guys, don't panic. Let's just keep calm and play our natural game.
Off your couch, your chair. Don't go and get a cup of tea. Don't go anywhere. because
Mr. Pepper put one down earlier, and now off Patrick Dooley, who's yeah, well, a game of cricket with that classic old point.
Fuller. Yeah, he just didn't set himself, did he? Yeah, I'd be disappointed with that, Benny Howe.
But this is a nice little skimmer across the turf, and Benny and the Jets.
Not easy for the Risties.
Catch was put down recently. It's the end of Benny Howell, and the bowler says, look, down at 64.
Well, it's time for the skipper. Struck hard.
He's an impressive fellow, Iftikhar. He's found a bit of confidence. End of Howell at 5. At the Sydney Cricket Ground, when it did come together for him with Shadib Khan, they both got halves.
Well, if you're brave, you hope that it doesn't cost you.
To do something extraordinary. Iftikhar's looking at 50. And
straight, there's an opportunity there.
And Dougie Brown, who's involved with the
Fuller. Good change-up. Good variation.
Just can change the effect of that asking rate very quickly.
Who would have thought 10 years? Better over from you. 7 gone. 76 for 5.
On the Intel Evo platform, powered by Intel Core i5 processor, now only $599. Save nothing.
Such a scene, but I look pretty hot.
It was so hot. I mean, the look on his face.
Face it.
X, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it's going to happen, it's when.
I'm fine.
Carry me.
40% off at Amazon. Yeti was ready to be seen.
From 18, so Iftikhar, the man who holds the key, 40. The owners, they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Has a knack of taking wickets. ICC T20 World Cup did well for him. Seeing it like a balloon. I just want to give him the strike.
A ball?
Reload.
Was a couple of dots on the trot and a wide, and now a sixer. And a couple
bits swing and miss at the moment. Oh no, you haven't, have you?
Captain on this occasion with Shakib. He can't rotate it, and you're really desperate to get the guy who's seeing it.
Well, do you go on the great picture, isn't it?
Now, and unfortunately run out the bowler's end, a little tip on from the bowler, which happens to
Iftikhar run out. Shakib Al Hassan still there.
Five sixes, that's the big thing, Iftikhar. Try to scoot around the corner, it's going to be signals. Oof.
5 fours and 7 sixes in the Bangla innings so far. This one's up and over.
I think in the terms of the contest, you hope it's a...
I think the way he's bowled tonight, he's bowled with pace. He dismissed Evan Lewis, an absolute beauty. Cleaned him up.
Forward on the half volley with the boundary cushion. They don't care. To the total. Skipper can make a long trudge back. Shakib has gone for 15, and the Tigers are 92 for 7.
35 needed from the final.
He's got a quiet little twofer.
Yeah, good to see him back. Come on, let's have a look at this again. This is outstanding.
Because it's pay him out for 1, and it's 8 for 92.
And went the other way and plucked an absolute screamer.
Real in the years of his performances for the West Indies.
Done well to drag that back on. Not sure it would have made any difference. They'll be over the moon because they're on the board. They lost their first game. They've now won their second. And Iftikhar Ahmed, he was about the only man who looked like he could.
Black Friday event now on at Curry's.
Month, allowing you to keep doing the things you love. So why not switch and save today?
I love Labradors.
Anyone could get carried away this tournament. Whatever regrets you might have.
The Big Tasty and the Big Tasty with bacon. Now at McDonald's.
I would never switch to Samsung. I love my phone.
What?
At BOTB, there are guaranteed dream car winners every week. Enter now at BOTB.com and you could be the next big winner.
McDavid sprints down the middle and scores. Wow!
Stream every NHL game live on Viaplay.com. Coming up next Saturday, Leinster welcome Ulster to the RDS, live on Viaplay Sports 1.
Hello and welcome to the Estadio Gran Canaria. It's week 17 in the Spanish second division on 28 points after their 16 games so far. Just 2 points behind second. And they'll be looking for an important result at the final where they lost to Girona, who took that all-important third promotion place. Let's have a look at the two lineouts before. With the two captains, Jonathan Vieira out this fixture. Jonathan Vieira in his fourth spell with Las Palmas. And back comes striker Eladi. So great expectation. Talismanic figure for Francisco Javier García Pimienta's side. Before we get underway here in what will be the 68th game. Tenerife coming into this game after 3 victories in their last 3 matches in their Copa del Rey side to give them time. Manu's come back into the side today. Goes down after a challenge from Jonathan Vieira. Automatically promoted at the end of the campaign, and then 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th going into a series of playoffs. And then they managed to do the double over their local rival. Headed away by Coco. Now Las Palmas by Sergi Cardona. And challenge from Moleiro. It is Francisco Javier García than they should have done. And that's the reason why they are in 3rd place in the table. Just 2 points tomorrow in their fixture in week 17. Here's Mfulu. Sprints it out. Now Coco. Tenerife got everybody behind the ball. 6, they've won 3, drawn 1 and just lost 2 against Tenerife. And Las Palmas on the attack. Ball in from the left-hand side, looking in. His first start there by Coco. See again on Mfulu. unfortunately, of the playoffs. Back in 20 season, after the sacking of Pepe Mel. Guided Las Palmas. Moleiro. Spain in the World Cup, which is currently being played in Qatar. Came through the youth ranks. Looking for Pejinho. Not the most confident of back passes, but Juan Soriano did. 36 years of age. Enrique Gallego comes off the boot. 10 minutes gone here in the Estadio Gran Canaria. Las Palmas 0, Tenerife 0. He conceded 9 goals this season in the 16 matches. Only Burgos swung across to the left-hand side, picking out Sergi Cardona. Cardona. There goes to Vieira. A bit of help from Onfulu, gets it back. Vieira just overruns that ball. Juan Soriano. On clearance there, looking for the head of Gallego. Gallego. They throw into Las Palmas. Good run down the left from Moleiro. Sergio González. For Jonathan Vieira. All came from a great run down the left-hand side from Moleiro. Luis Miguel Ramirez. Jonathan Vieira ahead of him. Moleiro has got men to his right. One of them here. Now, Aitor Buñuel. Chance to cross to the far post, looking for the head of. Really yellow card, almost inevitable. Look in this game. Set up with the B team as well. Nice ball into the box. Vieira trying to barge his way through, and flick comes off. Could be Alex Suarez. The throw in. Ball sliced up in the air there by Melo. Another replay of that effort by Jonathan Vieira, and again tension. Just caught by the striker. Back in possession. Elche. Fulu has got players to his right. One of them is Alex Suarez. Now Corbelo looking for Enzo Loedis. Loedis just got there by again. And Pejinho going down. Alex Suarez leading the complaints. It was. You see again that effort from Pejinho. Opens up a bit of space for Pejinho. Pejinho gets into the box. Not only did he take Tenerife to the playoffs. And I think the midfielder came off worse there. Brief stoppage. And the African midfielder receives clock kick-off. Local time here, but it's still quite warm in Gran Canaria. Still quite warm here in Las Palmas. So momentarily Las Palmas down to 10 men. The ball played into the box, looking for Gallego, but that's taken by Las Palmas. Also missing striker Sandro, midfielder Benítez, and Jose Leon due to injury. An offside involved somewhere in the build-up. Ball comes all the way back to Juan Soriano. As we said, Las Palmas have only lost once here this season. It was against Burgos. In third place in the table, despite that recent. Overlay on that, they will face Griffin inside Pontevedra. That's going to be goalkeeper Juan Soriano. The decision is a free kick to Tenerife. Vieira. Corner for Tenerife, their first of the game. The striker Cardona almost set up. Just caught there by Javi Alonso, and it's going to be a free off. And the visitors have the chance to counter through Waldo. That's the telegraph. It's not the attack, but he's dispossessed there by Eladi. That's going to be a second yellow of the game. Jonathan Vieira joins. Long diagonal ball there. Tenerife midfielder wins that battle. The crowd aren't happy about the way he did it. He's tied up by Deto. 40 yards out. For these, it's Cardona dropping deep. The referee has the advantage, I think. On ahead, Pejinho, the goal scorer. It was a well-worked move. 1-2 complaints from the Tenerife players. First off, Las Palmas are in front here in the derby. Las Palmas won 10. It's the ball away, Teto. Stopped there by Amfulu. And that's going to be a free kick. It's going to be Aitor Sanz on Stanfield. Header from Coco. And going across with his arm there, just catching Eladi. Set piece. Tenerife with a whole host of players on the edge of the area. Though Rubio's free kick coming in, it was Coco who clashed with Carlos Ruiz. Alex Suarez picked up by goal scorer Pejinho. Back heel, Cardona with the shot, and it's another good save by Juan Soriano. Las Palmas threatening to get Pejinho searching his way through, and the chance falling to Marc Cardona inside Hernandez Maiso. 1 or 2 minor stoppages. Now Jonathan Vieira. Marc Cardona to his namesake Sergi Cardona. On the attack, Aitor Buñuel trying to get his cross in, but it's going to be 1 man forward. Sergio Gonzalez back to Aitor Buñuel. Aitor Buñuel trying to get his cross in the 40th minute by Pejinho. The difference between the two sides here in the Canary Island half, and then just before the break, the side already 1-0 down. He made another good save to deny Marc Cardona.
Celebrate Italy not qualifying for the football with spicy Italian flavours. The ultimate spicy sausage.
$249 or upgrade to the Core i5 model for only $349. Save on the Dyson V
for temporary work. Download today. You know that's so unexpected.
The coolest thing I've ever seen. It was such a scene, but I looked on the best
time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell.
I will not go.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
Do you ever think of what your skin...
The coach put his faith in young players from the Masia and the...
It's Messi. Xavi, good turn.
...to the Liga title, which the club would secure a few weeks later. He would also win the Copa Days.
For Barcelona!
The way we did it is...
It was no more than a blip, however, and his team would go on to win both a draw. Guardiola had done everything he could for the club of his life and left behind him an unforgettable legacy.
Nice, 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 but too many wheels. Hello, darlings, Aunt Helga.
Yeti was ready to be seen.
Tired, achy feeling legs and reduced swelling. And it's drug-free.
Wow, who's...
Things can feel a little constrained, like there isn't much wiggle room.
Range at Smith's Toys, you can spark your little one's imagination. They'll enter a whole new world.
Jerry's chocolate orange isn't square like other chocolate, as we are a nation of mold.
A hydring device like that, Little Miss Cupcake never stood a chance.
So, the Waterpik Water Flosser cleans the areas brushing misses. Find out more and buy Waterpik in store.
You really missed out on the best
time of our lives. You really had to be there.
When you're with Am...
Finish! Absolutely brilliant! And the opening goal!
Rookie on the right foot. That's a good ball. It's coming.
Second half of Las Palmas against Tenerife. Second half about to get underway. After 39 minutes rather from Pejino in the first half. Looking for Marc Cardona. Being busy again, and that is just wide of the far post after away from the far post, although it was intended as a cross initially. Sergio Cardona will take the throw in for Las Palmas. Well, at the moment, Las Palmas go with Alex Dominguez in goal, Alex Suarez, Curvilo, Coco and Sergio Cardona at the back. Alonso, Waldo Rubio, and in front Enrique Gallego and Eladi. By Dosanz. Tenerife try and counter up the ball, comes back off the pass straight. Eric Curvilo. Second goal, really. One of the first of the second half. Comes off Aitor Buñuel. And his cross finds nobody but Jeremy Melo at the far post, the Tenerife left back. After the game was stopped due to the injury to the Tenerife centre back. Shoved there surely by Enrique Gallego. No whistle. Sergio González back on his feet after that collision with Sergio Cardona. Again, Tenerife just happy to Jonathan Vieira check with the VAR team. You can see again. Well, I think might well go and have a look at this on the pitch side monitor. Oh, no. Palma still leading by 1-0. Fulu plays that ball up. Much fans here in the Estadio Gran Canaria. This season, before the derby here this evening, has scored twice either side in the Canary Islands. Pejinho. Fantastic left-footed effort, nothing Juan Soriano could do, right into the corner. From a 2-0 advantage with just over half an hour of the game remaining. Now, disappointment for the travelling fans. It's for the killing shot. Not sure he was going to be able to continue. In fact, no, the universal gesture for a substitution. Pejinho leaves the field. Is here inside the stadium. He's on the field as well as experienced. He's played England, Turkey, as well as Spain. Picked up by Kurbilov. Will make a change. It's going to be veteran striker Enrique Gallego who goes off, replaced by Jose Angel. Ole's around the ground now. Juan Soriano plays on the foot. Tenerife just need a goal to get themselves back into this game. And it's good defending again from Coco. Bringing his body. Luis Miguel Ramirez, he's now the coach, plenty up by Alex Dominguez, Las Palmas goalkeeper, who really hasn't had too much to do. Pulo. In succession, one in Gijón, one against Oviedo. And that was Waldo Rubio coming across. Burst past one player. That's Marvin Park. Park across to Lower D's. That was Jose Angel. And Waldo Rubio who made Moreiro. Replaced by Fabio González. Formerly Cartagena. Waldo Rubio was the man who's gone off. Just under 20 minutes remaining here in the Estadio Gran Canaria. Picks it up, hint of offside, but play continues. Now that in Belgium had a spell in touch football in Denmark as well. Obviously the game plan was to sit back and try and get the home side on the counter. Yeah. So plenty of pace to get away from Jeremy Malot. Jonathan Vieira. Jonathan Vieira and Fulu and Fabio. And Las Palmas coming into this game without a victory at home. Tenerife with quarter of an hour to go here in the Estadio Gran Canaria. It's Las Palmas 2, Tenerife 0. Coco given by the referee. A free kick to Tenerife. Samuel Shashoa going on for Eladi. Javi Alonso. Tenerife enjoying the spot. And once again for Tenerife, comes to nothing. They'll stay just 4 points above the drop zone. Things stay as they are. Las Palmas will momentarily leapfrog over Burgos. Oh. Jeremy Malo came in, Fulu playing the ball. Have to be careful though, he's already been dead though. Played by Dolwyn well. Headed away by Alec. Brazilian Sydney. Moleiro. Jose Angel goes down, that's a foul. Now Shashoa, tricky winger. There's that ball in field for Maudauda. Maudauda thinks about a shot. And then he's got support in Marvin Park behind him. Now gets a touch, as we're not in any great hurry, I don't think. Tenerife. Las Palmas just keeping them at arm's length at the moment. Sergi Cardona. Sergi Cardona is back on his feet. Stolen by Las. I'm sure we'll get a yellow card for removing his shirt. Back from his teammate Fabio. And done it. That's one. Trying to sort it out themselves. 3, Tenerife 0. Result really hasn't been in 4 minutes added on by the referee Francisco Jose Hernandez Maiso. Maudauda. Just one win here. In the last 8 visits, will become just one win in the last 9 visits. As here, right at the death for Tenerife. An excellent strike, fine strike here. Too little, too late for Tenerife. The arms of goalkeeper Alex Dominguez. Honours go to the home side, Las Palmas. They've won by 3-1. The field of play due to injury gave them the foundation of the victory and the
Say it ain't so.
Hey, Ellie.
So close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
The cool.
Really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of if it's going to happen.
Insurance alone means we've given back over £4 million to our customers since 2009.
We never intended to create a Christmas character. It just happened. Little Bear. Now that's a Christmas you can believe in.
Black. Save £70 on the Fitbit Sense 2 smartwatch range with all-day body response. What?
It literally folds in half. You see,
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Bike World. It's full of skids, wheelies. Oh, he's wheeling off the line! He's wheeling!
It is one of my favourite tracks up here. It is lovely. But more importantly, we are here to test the new charged Kawasaki H2, which we love. And then we put a Tessie front end in it, billet aluminium.
Kawasaki obviously produced the most powerful engine, bolted the hub steering Tessie front end to one end of the engine. So the motor can't really change the fueling, they can't change the clocks, they can't... Oh, you dumpster! There's no fork dive, so that means I can brake a little bit later because the back... I mean... The only downside...
You should have had a play with. What a machine. I mean, just look at it. Yes, it's £60,000, but look at it. And I'll have your rider aids, and I'll have your switch gear, and I'll have your exhaust, and I don't have to bother with any of that Euro 4 stuff, because you guys have already done it. Stunning. We've had the opportunity to just tickle this bike today. We've not really had the opportunity to absolutely go absolutely balls out. There's still weight on the back end. It's interesting when you're riding the bike, because you haven't got that change in the rake and trail like Steve, but we've had tremendous fun. I mean, I just can't compliment Bimotor enough for just going, do you know what, let's take the wheels back. Right here on this beautiful, beautiful lake. And to celebrate that, this is the V.
I need it, you only need one gear.
We've got a 6-axis IMU.
Tour, rain, sport and road.
I've got cruise control, I've got heated grips, I've got a heat point for this bike has been the adaptive wings. These are aero wings designed to improve the comfort and deflect automatically. You feel the difference. It's a little bit strange, and when you're in sports mode, you're riding quite quick and the wings don't come out, and sports mode is a bit too rigid. But maybe when we give this bike to Chris in Wales, he'll love sports mode because he'll be riding it. Bike starts at £13,500 in the UK. For that, you don't get the semi-active adjustable suspension.
Prices on insurance, credit cards and more. So if you're looking for the right deal on your pet insurance...
When Tony passed, we wanted to celebrate him his way he'd want to be remembered.
At Co-op, we know everyone is different. That's why we offer funeral...
Cherries chocolate orange. Deliciously unsquare. It's truffles policy. Whether you need cover for a day, a month, or a year. For all types of learner cover, whatever.
Intended to create a Christmas character. It just happened. It's furry fate.
Come home, Bear. Come home, Bear.
Christmas.
We've bought, well, the pinnacle of BMW's performance motorcycles. This is the M1000RR. Parts, that raw finished swinging arm, I'm in love with. This thing is an absolute weapon. And being the MRR, I know that sounds like GT85 or some sort of lubricant or spray, but the SF90 Stradale is another 220 horsepower. I don't even know if I'm going to stand a chance. But
I don't know anything about motorbikes, but it's the new BMW motorbike made by their M division. Electric motor powering each wheel. So in total, 3 electric motors, and combined with the bit more, a few options, over £400,000. Anyway, about that bike, I know nothing about them, so... Hey Chris, how are you?
Always happy to be on the runway with you, Matt. I feel like you're buttering me up for another bit of abuse today, so I've brought along...
what's the engine, what's the horsepower, what's the weight, what's the cost, all that kind of stuff?
It's the sort of premium one, covered in carbon fibre, and it's got wings.
Yeah, carbon fibre wheel.
If the MRR is actually built on the same factory as all the M Sport cars, and I've done
M Division bike, but they've just put the M logo on it. It's still done by Motorrad, who do the BMW bikes, right? Description, if you like bikes, to go check out Bike World TV. Okay, go check it out. Loads of stuff, bike. It is insane. This is nuts. So, right, let's do it again. And when the...
I'm going Race Pro 1, which I've set up as
I got that big star. He ain't catching me. Okay, so the first one was just traction control on.
Yeah.
The second one was launch control. Over and over again. Right, good luck.
One more. All on me.
Oh, he's better when he's on his own.
Just about. But it's funny because off the line we were pretty level pegging that time.
Yeah.
All I've got.
That's it.
That's all I've
He's
got.
had enough. Okay, now it's time for the rolling races, and we're just going to do this. 3, 2. Go. Bugger.
Matt, you're always at your happiest when you've just smoked me.
Keeping your wheel on the ground-ish, and you know, you did a great job, but it wasn't enough, was it?
Say it ain't so.
Really?
Hi.
Let's get a bit too.
Well, I was so close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
Our lives, you really had to be there.
When you're with Amex, you always have a story to tell. It's never a question of...
Come home, Bear. Come home, Bear.
Christmas Day came with him.
Free excess cover when you buy home insurance through Go.Compare. We just love giving.
I want my funeral to feel like a celebration with music, dancing.
It's what we do. Sure non-stop protection. 72-hour.
Hello everyone and welcome to the potential 32 points still available. Nothing can be taken for granted.
It's been a fight.
And he followed that with another win at Donington Park. It's been a season of many highlights. Behind Morrow, and like him, has taken 6 podiums from 8 races. Sickins needs a big weekend with an 11-point advantage. Jason Ambrose comes to Silverstone as the Copa Shell points leader.
System. I led by 20 points going into Brands, lost a few points to Paul Rogers. That hit me a bit.
Time out at Brands Hatch has put him within striking distance of the championship lead.
I'm going to try and enjoy the race.
Clark, but overall, it's been a season of highs and lows.
This year's been a real challenge. We've got a lot of...
And his lead, while title rival H. Sickins was second fastest in the category. Andrew Morrow now faced an uphill.
Each time, first round, missed out on pole by a couple of thousandths, second in the race one.
Spectators here to enjoy this weekend as well as the cars come out of club at the end of their formations. And brilliant onboard shots where we can see all the action as it develops here in the first sequence of turns. A disaster for the championship leader. Onto the Wellington straight now, and Kira is under pressure from second to the grass, and that making contact then with Jason Ambrose, who spins around. All the other drivers, of course, having to... So the pits then, and several cars have had to retire due to the lap 1 act. Seal as he rejoins. Now Marston spins. Jonathan Satchel is delayed into the loop, and Paul Rogers is in here and passes Jonathan Satchel for P8, which is a P5 in class as they head in. That's where he makes contact with John Seal. And the force of the contact and the debris flying sends Stuart Master looking back from the Paul Rogers car. And this is the Jason Ambrose car then, chasing exit at the preceding corner. So Rogers and Ambrose are now very much on sea challenge in the closing stages of this race one of the weekend. The overtaking so good, worthy of seeing it, becomes the Trofeo Pirelli champion. Carl Cavers takes P3 overall, and the Cobra Shell taken the win in race one. That gives him enough points to seal the championship. He won the race ahead of H. Sickins, Davidson. Congratulations to our Cobra Shell winner, as Carl Cavers isn't enough to seal the title with a race to spare. But had it been difficult to focus with that second championship?
I own this. Better design, e-commerce, high performance. Now you're fit for the future.
So close to the stage when I saw her, and she pulled me in. It was so unexpected.
The coupe.
It's when?
Say it ain't so.
It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
Do you ever think of what your skin
Championship? Who will take the Cobra Shell Championship? It's still in the balance.
Yeah, I just kept my head down, hit all the apexes, made sure I just carried enough speed.
Rogers, the only driver that could now beat him to the title. Racing in different classes, but for an overall position point of view, of course, Jason Ambrose wants to get us facing down the Cobra Shell Championship. Wonderful sound of all those cars. Let's go on board with just coming through. Absolutely wonderful stuff. The top six: Kira, Cavers, Dillon, Ambrose, Morrow and Simerson. On to the hangar straight then with Jason Ambrose ahead of him. And Andrew Morrow is into Stowe turn right now. This is Andrew Morrow who's hassling John Dillon for P3. Of course, he's the final turn on the lap, but Andrew Morrow now, of course, has got the inside for club turn. Here it is. And H. Sickins is just behind. The atmosphere is electric inside. Multiple track limits offences. Al Faisal really pressing Sickins for what will become P4 now. Sixth on the road. This would be P2 in Cobra Shell, which will be more than enough to seal the title. There you can see absolute delight inside the garages as the Lucky Kira fan clubs celebrate. H. Sickins, John Dillon and Paul Hogarth for Ferrari Challenge Trofeo Pirelli and for Cobra Shell. Season cameos. But the day belongs to Jason Ambrose with 8 podium finishes from 10 races.
Keep it clean and then race as per normal. Don't hold back. Let the faster guys through. I did that really well. I'll let them all next year.
So our Ferrari Challenge UK season for 20.
And we'll wrap up today's show with a roundup of the 8th and final round of the Porsche Carrera Cup.
Season finale. The spotlight is on, among others, these two. Lorcan Hannafin.
I have to come second and whatever, so yeah, just go in and race my race and see what happens afterwards.
Duels are always cool, not just with Jan Erik, but on the racetrack in general. Duels between the two leads. I think Jan Erik knows that I'm not slow, and maybe that's also something where he feels some pressure. But at the moment, everything front with the field close behind. Rip-roaring laps and breathtaking maneuver. Boost takes second place, and third place goes to current champion Lauren Heinrich.
And Hoopman Ivover are going at it again. They get together. Hannafin spins.
Great action among.
Jan Erik Sloten has just.
The dream of a championship is dashed. The rookie classification has a new champion, Lorcan Hannafin, 83.
Like there isn't much wiggle room.
Sure, you get it.
Never switch to Samsung. I love my phone. What?
Say it ain't so.
Hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Christmas character. It just happened. Its furry face was everyone can believe in.
We've had a lot of memorable moments helping the nation save money. In fact, giving back, don't we, Gio? For me.
Go.compare!
And that's exactly the way he'd want to be remembered.
At Co-op, we know everyone is different. That's why...
Need to kind of get used to new surroundings as a goalie.
It totally is. The rink plays differently, the lighting, the boards, and this extended trip with his teammates to get a little more acclimated.
So we are underway at MSG in, but the Rangers keeping the puck out. Now it's Panarin, up right sider. On his off wing, fires a backhand at the net off the side. Sell a bunch for him as a player. Did you like him?
I didn't love him. Certainly had to lean on my days in junior for some.
Out to center, and Evan Bouchard fires it back in. Pulls in that stretch.
Yeah, and Jack Campbell probably put some of that on his shoulders too. I know the level of expectation that he has from
6 making his season debut for the Oilers today, just called up from the American League.
Of Adam Fox. I mentioned his first touch about a minute and a half ago in the D zone, and here he's in the offensive zone. Lafreniere with his third on the campaign.
So Lafreniere gets body position in front, and Philip.
New York for the last week and change.
So Trouba, the Rangers. Good defense there by the Rangers, and the puck is cleared all the way down. Kreider chasing down with Nurse. Fires it in. Ryan Lindgren, he proved to be a very nice trade acquisition.
Oh, yeah.
Coming over in a Rick Nash trade.
Fine. They were so good in the postseason. We were speaking about it off camera. They're getting minutes here now. They're getting opportunity on it. They do. They definitely do, because they're playing meaningful minutes and really inside the top 9 as well. So they have the skill.
Lafreniere against Broberg in front. Broberg trying to find his way in his first game this season. Lafreniere pulls up, throws it towards the net, but it gets knocked down, and the Oilers will recover. Tough point, just wide. Oilers finishing a 3-game road trip in the New York area.
Toronto, and nice to see.
All right,
how
give
far
me the
he's come.
scouting report. What kind
Good
of
player? Very good player.
Forward, defenseman.
Forward.
Play kind of chopping at each other a little bit.
Yeah. There's a look at head coach Gerard Gallant, who's.
I think both surprisingly so.
Yes.
Get to the conference finals.
Yeah.
But now they had knocked down. Kind of bounces around the neutral zone and pass on the wall to Zibanejad, and we get a whistle and an offside.
And so far, neither team able to establish any real rhythm.
It's nice, but too many wheels. Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic Aeonos.
Sure non-stop protection. 72-hour and...
Biggest prize ever. A share of £16.9 million. Join in before midnight tomorrow.
Established itself yet in terms of tempo and pace and physicality, albeit the 1-0 lead for the Rangers.
Yeah, McDavid behind the goal line. Always dangerous. Out to Ceci. He walks the line on the rush, but now a turnover. Draisaitl right on it. But the Rangers recover and knock it all.
BP. And really a bright beacon for German-born players, which is great to see.
More German players, certainly.
JJ Peterka in Buffalo.
Yep.
Good too.
Coming to the NHL.
Yep.
Guys get going in front of the net. Weeksy, if you're the Oilers, you've had these slow starts. Maybe you want
to their general manager, Kenny Holland, said, please sign this guy. And when they got him, said, hey, please.
And obviously McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, those bottom 4, they've been important.
With that has to come some consistency and some productivity as they continue to establish them.
The net comes off. He's in the mix.
Can't blame Matt Murray for this one. All right.
That's right, Matt Murray, right? Because you got to get the thing up in the air.
That's right.
Got
to leverage it. Yeah, got to leverage it. And to be fair,
Durkin is able to grab it, and now we get a little bit of a battle in front. McDavid was looking for that loose.
Now he pushes forward, takes away angle, and makes a
might hit the post.
They might have gotten a little
for a little spill there, and we're going to get a penalty.
Looks like he was able to draw that on Janmark.
Janmark on the back check, a little bit of a nice job.
Able to draw the man advantage. Jay Woodcroft can't believe it.
And this man advance fired wide. McDavid. Dangerous in any circumstance. Way across, nice pass to Zibanejad, who was trying to chip it to Kreider with kind of a... Panarin walking in, packs a pack. There's a shot through traffic. Panarin in, back to Zibanejad, Fox, Panarin.
As I say, one of the best players in New York sports the last 3 years is Artemi Panarin. With no question, he's got to make that stop there, but Artemi Panarin, Leach. Look, but
If the goal stands, it'll be the first in 11 for Panarin. He had no goals in his last 11.
Back.
Game.
Exactly.
So he didn't go outside.
He didn't bring it back. Exactly. So that's exactly as you can.
2-0, and then you're on the penalty kill again.
Exactly.
See, now, does he gain? See, that's the question.
It's a call.
All right.
After review is determined, it was offside on the play.
Time, right? He wants to gain entry, but he also wants to buy time. But Trocheck over on the far. Yes.
Now the play is onside as long as he doesn't go outside or back over the white.
Exactly.
But across to Kreider. Good stick by Zach Hyman. Another pass in front. But the Oilers are able to come to Panarin. Under 10 seconds on the power play. Kreider up top. Fox. So the score remains 1-0.
Exactly. And also have that much-needed time.
To captain.
Yes.
Welcoming.
I really like that pair of him and the youngster Keandre Miller. He's helped Keandre Miller timing on that pressure and using his long reach to his advantage in the D zone.
Hopkins. Bouchard with a one-timer, fires wide.
Continued to improve by leaps and bounds. Played his college hockey for Tony Granato. Of course he does.
And it's got to be that good feeling. You think you've gotten off the schneid.
Yes.
And now you're like, oh, to win the puck back. And they get it to center. Vesey over to Barclay Goodrow.
Lower leg injury, remember, years ago each.
And Fogel's had some concussion
He totally
problems
has.
as well.
Yes.
Antiperspirant plus motion sensor. Tested to the limit.
You know that concert I was telling you about? Well, I was so close to the stage when I saw...
Lovely afternoon in Manhattan, and there's the head coach of New York.
The Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, so you have to know he's motivated. It's only a matter of time before he
shovels a backhand towards the net, goes wide. Lindgren through traffic in front, it's loose.
Play of choice. But some nice saves there by Jack Campbell in that sequence as well for Edmonton. See if that's something he can build.
1-0 Rangers. Rangers and Oilers from MSG. EJ Raddick with Kevin Weeks. It could be hard. It could be hard to get that puck out of that big glove.
Absolutely,
sometime, right?
Yes. And it's a brand new glove that he's wearing in this game. Totally will. Totally will.
You love that stuff.
100%.
And there's a lot to love.
Yeah, and it makes such a difference. Find his game at this point each. Still working on it.
He made a nice save here to keep the Rangers.
Get fast payouts. Get the casino experts. Get it streamed live from our casino.
I love my song. I would never switch to
Samsung. Go to NHL.com for the captain, Mark Messier, who was able to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Among others.
Yeah. That's the...
off the glass into the neutral zone.
Nice little bump play there by Jimmy Vesey. That aggressive defending of Jacob Trouba. Takes away your time and space. Great job by him closing that play down.
Behind the net. Leaves it for Fox. McDavid was right on him, but he was able to sidestep him.
Absolutely. And here's one chance that they got in the interior, but just misfired was Hyman.
Going Banishad.
Oh, yeah.
Now Draisaitl will come in to take this draw as McDavid was tossed.
And had another, exactly, totally.
And Zibanejad wins that draw. Fox gets it and looks up the ice. His pass isn't cooperating. Lindgren shovels that one back.
Panarin saying it's a goal. That's a goal. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at that.
Panarin saying it's a goal. And here's the thing. Jack Campbell's pad, the right pad, is wedged up against that post to where he's going on Campbell's pad and bodies, and shoulders rather, and upper body. Took away any line of sight there. Executive.
He's done it all.
League official. He's done everything in this league.
That you could ask in this game.
Absolutely.
Here's another look.
Hey,
check
exactly.
everyone.
And you had one taken off the board, one nullified earlier. You're definitely checking everyone. Now watch, even more important, these are 2 or 3 big saves each Jack Campbell's made coming down the stretch to keep the lead to 2. A Michigan native turned his game around during his time with the LA Kings.
Really emerged in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. The LA Kings really rebooted him. Dusty Emu and Bill Ranford deserve a lot of credit for.
Puck squirts free. Nice job by Kakko to hold on to it. Throws it across. Great pass. It knocked out of the zone by Janmark. Hyman will chase down. Shesterkin comes out to play it. Long
on the first one, and the second offering goes just wide, but an alert half poke check there.
Offside. There's the guy who scored the only goal of the period, Alexis Lafreniere. And so a good first 20.
Dove Men Plus Care protects and cares for your skin. with triple action moisturizer and 48 hours protection.
Face it. You really missed out on the best time
of our lives. You really.
I will not go.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Not as good as yours, I don't think.
This December, we're delivering our biggest prize ever.
And to the point, the shots, it looks even, but the shots that really Campbell, Kevin Weeks here, thanks so much for spending the time with us on this Saturday afternoon. And the Rangers couldn't handle it, and Oilers finally do get out. Draisaitl. Shesterkin.
Great A chance, great quick up by the Oilers, and Shesterkin so patient on that save.
The other way, Campbell will go get a stick. And now the Oilers look to attack. Tyson Barrie. Those two get together again, and finally Trouba gets it. Hyman.
Darnell Nurse, and it's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and Draisaitl sends the back pressure on McDavid. The accuracy now at the NHL level, but he can really bring the heat.
And he's not afraid to wind it up.
It's true. He likes to tickle the rack.
Back to Schneider, through traffic, chance in front. Oh, Kakko misses. Some good action in the first 3 minutes here, period number 2. Both teams with some chances. By the Oilers, nice blocker stop by Shesterkin, and the puck bounces out of the zone.
That was an absolute rocket again. Good puck handle there by Igor Shesterkin.
Here's a chance for Draisaitl to McDavid. Comes away with it, he goes to center. Tries to get around Ceci, who takes him out.
Here. Ready 4 shots to start this period. Quality ones at that, I might add, Ede.
Tries to dance around Bouchard. Nice play by the young defenseman. Here's D 1 through 6. I really like it. I think it may be the best 1 through 6 group in the league.
I love the balance.
Here's a toss. Lafreniere gets it, tries to stretch pass all the way to Kakko. Now Kakko does come up with it. He's knocked down and fired in. Oilers on a change. Now they're on the attack.
Right here.
Completely agree. Here's McLeod with a shot that seemed to fool Shesterkin, but penalty chance at both ends. Kakko just missing. And at the other end, a chance.
Tested to the limit.
Christmas after all.
Watch the read and how elegant he is and patient on this butterfly save. By the way, that's on Connor McDavid, timing and execution of that butterfly by Igor Shesterkin.
So the Rangers go to arguing with the officials on those things.
It's true.
So the Oilers penalty killing, which has struggled to get it. Oh, a chance by Trocheck there, but the stick was
better be careful
away.
here.
And here comes They'll have to start over. Under a minute left in the power play chance. Second power play unit on for the Rangers right now. Goes across to pull it off the side of the net. Can't do it. Power play over. So good job by the penalty killing unit of the Oilers. Couldn't get that puck to the net. Good defensive zone coverage by the Rangers. This one.
Soten.
Ryan
Lindgren, whose brother, really good goalie. Charlie and many of the quality variety as well.
This man advantage powered by Caterpillar. And it's McDavid on the entry. Nugent Hopkins back to McDavid. But the Rangers were able to take the puck away and right down the ice again.
This time. Exactly. Well played.
Banajad, and now we get a whistle. See if we're going to get a penalty.
Uncharacteristically with that slash up in the midsection. Foster.
So we'll play some 4-on-4 hockey for 55 seconds. And then the rain.
Soccer brackets football right now, Ede, so maybe some inspiration from that.
And he's still playing without a stick. To the puck. Nice play by Kulak to keep it alive. His shot deflected wide. Fogle. The Oilers holding possession. There's Kulak with it.
Oh!
And glove down by Shesterkin. And
big save by Igor Shesterkin. Schneider, one of their impressive.
But Trocheck couldn't handle it.
Just a step there for Trocheck.
Goes up high.
Might have gotten a clean shot away.
Nice job by Derek Ryan.
Really good stick by Ryan. Difference maker. And Jack Campbell was not only in the spot, he was in position early. And Chris Kreider. Kreider 13 points in his last 13 games. And Zibanejad, as you alluded to,
Well, what happened when you shoot and hit the net, you create a rebound.
Exactly.
And there was an awkward rebound there.
100%.
Oilers wind it back in. Draisaitl on the puck again.
Super productive.
What do you make of Jay Woodcroft putting those two guys back together on the top line?
I like that adjustment, Eej, and I'm glad.
Schneider taking the pass from Sammy Blais, and you can see Campbell talking to the official.
Communication with their video coach. But Schneider, who just made a great defensive play with no stick, now activate.
Prior to the goal.
And as we get more looks at this replay, it'll become more and more.
That's an easy one. That's
right.
A goal. And for me
as well.
We'll see what they decide.
100%.
You take the path through the bluey with
this. Now watch the skate, the right skate in your screen in the middle of the Ranger forward. Stop.
When it's in the blue like that,
definitive.
as you know.
It's that definitive. And Eej, Jack Campbell, based on that disruption, wasn't able to flare that pad and speak. That hits Jack Campbell's right skate here. There's no way for him to flare that.
One of those in the first period, there was a similar play where skate-to-skate contact on Matt Murray, and that led to a disallowed.
And they shoot to that side where that skate got clipped. There's absolutely no way for you to flare your leg. And I love the point that you had really highlighted there, Eej. It's the line, the pass.
3 straight games.
Exactly, yeah.
He scored in LA, he scored in Anaheim. We'll see it. When you have a delay this.
So Carpenter ends up clipping that skate of Jack
off, so we'll see what the decision is here. And you see Jean Hebert.
And he hit the tactics that players will do in practice that frustrate goalies to no end.
I don't know if frustrate is the right word. So the Oilers dodge a bullet again. Second disallowed goal of the Rangers. The first one was...
That was a pretty definitive one, a clear one. But they got the right call in the end, which is ultimately on shift length, showing some good shift discipline there.
Rangers back, looks like in a 1-2-2. The puck goes wide and in! It deflects into the net!
I think I agree with you on that one, no, for sure. Rangers fans on their feet as this one will stand, and Chris Kreider of Jack Campbell. Rangers up 2-0.
Smart play by Kreider, his 10th goal.
Julian Gauthier had that on the off wing that finds this in a...
So 2 goals in 33 a stick, and the Rangers are on the prowl again. VC to the middle. Puck comes loose in the...
Their efforts there.
He always does.
Yep. Best in the business.
Hyman.
Are held to a world-class standard as well.
Here's a shot from Nurse, doesn't get to, just loses it, but gains it back. Under a minute left in the period. Nurse with a shot, loose in front, comes out and kicked out.
It literally folds in half. You see, I love my phone. I would never switch to
Samsung. Whatever your game, get playing. Get fast payouts. Get the casino.
Which is really impressive, because that's an area that a lot of opposing shooters will target, even more so than the glove side.
Right, in the final 40 seconds of period number 2, we get another stoppage as Campbell gloves that one down, moves it around, out of the zone. Here come the Oilers with a chance. Bouchard gets that nice defensive play. Under 10 left. Here's a chance from up high. Malone with a shot, blocked, and it goes up into the netting.
Now, to commit, and Kakko made a great defensive play. There was the block as well. And that's great.
33 seconds apart, late in the period, and they'll go to the locker room with a...
Winter was lonely for the Yeti.
Times are tight. But is that always right for you?
With EE, you can get an annual checkup on your car.
Also won the Stanley Cup with Edmonton. Of those 7, who is the only one? Of course, starts with Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky, both playing for both teams.
And the architect.
And Glenn Sather. For the Rangers, EJ Raddick, Kevin Weeks here. And thank you so much for taking time as lost their last game in Anaheim, and the Oilers, it's been a tough week in New York, lost on Monday in New Jersey Saturday afternoon. So long shot at Campbell, he kind of loses in his path.
One that Julian Gauthier was able to dig free. He got the first chance here, Eej. and they're about 3 or 4
which led to the 2-on-1 opportunity and eventually the goal. Got to play smart. That's why it's fun to play with
strategy. And so far, the Oilers have led in offensive zone time each. 17 minutes and 30.
And then Shesterkin is taking care of the rest. Now here's McDavid with a shot. And that's stopped by Shesterkin. He's walled off there by Kulak. And now here comes Draisaitl looking at it.
And Draisaitl.
A little bit of a difference, huh?
A little bit of a difference.
Wow.
And that certainly...
I think he's played a real nice 200-foot game. He's made good plays in all 3 zones, and that's got to make the Rangers...
Some good things defensively. That's one of the great things about the Finnish system.